Hi, guys. I'm going to let some people come in here while I figure this out. If there's anyone even in here yet. There may be no one. Save. Okay. Hold on. I see you all. Hold on. 1 second. 1 second. Hi. Yes, I'm so excited. I'm so excited. My hubby's in the chat. I'm not going to tell any of you who he is, but he's in there. What's up, my hubs? Hey, Lady Starfire. I'm sick as shit, but clicked on this as soon as I saw it. Oh, I'm so sorry you're sick. I just literally Christmas Eve, I was out shopping, and because I literally am the queen of last minute, and I had nothing purchased. Christmas Eve, not even one item. And I just felt so sick. I was like, this is so weird. Like, what's wrong? I had COVID. So did my son. So that's what we did for Christmas. We spent it COVIDing in our house. But I'm so sorry you're sick. I hope you take a test and it's not the flu, and I hope you feel better very, very, very soon. Hi, Chief Wildfire. How are you, my love? Hey, Life as a Music Gamer. Hey, Urban Homesteading. KJ Crystal Jewelry. Anything with jewelry in it. We're already best friends if you have jewelry in your name, because I am a lover of jewelry. Like, I'm obsessed. I have more jewelry than normal people do. Hi, Blue. Hi, Shaza. Oh, who is Ash Trevino? Do I have someone new for you? Because let's be honest, the Shanny and Rev lore thing is getting a little boring. We're going to watch part of their most recent video where it's him and then her. I just want to watch her part. I don't want to listen to anything he has to say, because he's a compulsive liar and completely out of touch with reality if he thinks he didn't do anything wrong, but yet he can come on his stupid lives and tell all of us how we need to repent or we're going to get hellfire. Sir, you kicked a child. Sit the fuck down, okay? Okay, very simple. I don't need to hear from some little schlep like him to tell me that I need to repent. That's what you believe in. That's not what everyone believes in. So respect other people's religions and not think that yours is the best one and the only one. It's not. So shut the fuck up a little bit about it. Sorry, I had to get that out. What's up, Justice? I'm so happy to see you too, Minders. You're not my hubby, but you could be my second hubby. I don't know you as well as I know my first hubby, but yeah, hold on. Actually, now that I thought about it, okay. Who am I missing? Ash is a wild one. Did you watch it? Did you watch any of it? Is it not insane? That's what I'm going to cover. I'm going to go over the Shanny part of that one video, and then we're going to meet Miss Ash Trevino. You guys, I want you to picture the Mucinex wife from the Mucinex commercial, and then tell me that she does not look identical. She is like this little. Can you guys hear me? Okay, because my mic's all the way over here. She's got this like little I don't even know how to like frog body. I don't know how to explain her. And I'm not judging her on what she looks like. She's a horrible person. She's 36, I believe, and she has 2 daughters. Their father they got divorced, and their father passed away, and this woman was singing something about her, it was some song she had on, because she's from TikTok, but now she's coming over to YouTube. But she had some song about my baby daddy, and then she was like, but mine's dead. And like, it was so inappropriate, and so like, your kids are gonna see that. Her children have to come into her room and say, Mom, I think that you should stop talking like that. And I think you should get off soon because you're embarrassing yourself. It's that bad. So she's 36. She meets some 19-year-old and thinks that she's dating him. I'm going to show you it all to you, and you're going to die. This is my new lolcow. And there is so much. I don't even know where to begin. 36, more like 36 looking like 86. Wait till I show you. She's horrific. She could literally pass for a 65-year-old. I'm not even kidding. I'm so happy you're alive. I'm prepping my hubby's dinner. Oh, your hubby's lucky. My hubby is nowhere near me. I just want to miss anybody. If I miss anybody, I will. I apologize. Let me put this up here. Okay. All right. Here we go. So, should we start with Shanny or should we start with Ash? You guys pick. 1's in the chat for Shanny, 2's in the chat for Ash Trevino. Kay, thank you so much, sweetheart. Okay, we got 2 1s, 2 2s, 2 more 1s, 2. Okay, you guys are like dead middle. It's not. It's just a part of a video of Shanny. It's not a whole Shanny video. It's just some stupid thing that I didn't get a chance to watch. What's up, you fox pets? Oh boy. That was so funny. That's very funny. Oh, Mo, thank you so much for the $2 donation. That was very kind of you. She misspelled her name again. Petty is missing an R. I'm missing. Thank you so much for the donation. That means a lot to me. Thank you. Old business first. All right, so let's get Shanny out of the way because hey there, Mr. Stuba. How are you? Okay, so we'll start with the Shan nonsense, and if we get bored of it, just say, Ella, I don't want to watch this. Let's go with the Ash Trevino thing, because I'm telling you, when you guys get a load, I can't believe none of you have heard of Ash Trevino. It's insane, because now that I've started like clipping her and stuff, it's all I see. Like, it's everywhere. It's everywhere on my recommendations. It's on TikTok everywhere. Like, this girl is never not on live. In one of the videos I'm going to show you, there are cops at her door, and her 2 teenage daughters are handling it while she does this thing. I don't know anything about TikTok, not a thing. And I don't know what this means. She does this a lot. Tap, 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 tap. I don't know what tapping means. I don't know what she's doing, but I guess it brings in more money, or it brings in more presence, or however TikTok works. I'm not a TikToker, but I don't know how to explain it, but you'll see. You'll definitely see what I'm talking about and how horrific she treats her children. Jenny was the villain in the Forest Gump. Ah, thank you, Jenny. It's the villain in the forest. Thank you for your yes, it's Nunu. My Nunu. Oh my god, we have to play that. That's so funny. So yeah, so anyway, long story short, Ash Trevino, 36 years old, 2 teenage daughters, starts dating a 19-year-old and is just thinks she gets her makeup professionally done for it. It's great. But let's get Shanny over with first. Oh my God, we have so much. What is it? Blue is BGTV. This is my other channel. This is. How come I don't even know that? Why would you do that to me, Drees? Why? 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 I thought you loved me. Thought you loved me. Hold on. Now you messed me all up, Mr. BGTV. Okay. All right. So we're starting with Shanny and we're going with Miss Nunu. By the way, but when she says her Nunu, she means her Nunu area. While she's bragging about, she says, I saw his, what did she say? Something, and he saw my Nunu. Like, she's proud of it. Like, could you imagine, like, at 36 years old, like, the last thing I would want to do is be with a 19-year-old boy. But I guess when you look like her, I'm almost so tempted to just skip straight to her, but let's just get the Shanny shit over with. All right. Okay, that's open. All right. The beginning is Rev, and I'm just going to totally, completely just scan right over it because I don't care about what that man has to say on any level whatsoever. So I won't be watching that or subjecting you guys to it. I can't stand him. I'm sorry, but I can't. All right. I haven't gone live in so long. It's like I forgot how it works. Hey, Reality Nancy. How are you, my love? Don't worry about it. She can figure out what happened. She's not. What did I do? What did I do wrong? Why are you talking about me like I did something wrong? I'm just kidding. No one needs to see the scarecrow. Hey, Crash. How are you, my love? She does battles on TikTok, and the tapping is equivalent to asking me to hit the button. Right. So she does this all the time. All the time. There's cops at her door, and the cops are talking to her daughters, and this is what she's doing on TikTok. Like, the girl's insane. But anyway, we'll get there. We shall get there. One of these days when I feel like I haven't been live, and I literally haven't gone live, I think, in over a year. So I'm a winner. I can't cheat you.
I mean, Jesus. You got 60. I'm the 64th thumb up. Wow. This is my girl who's a star. Wow. You're getting the full, yeah, you got clean browser. That's 100%. All right, folks, I'm going to go and hang out with this beautiful girl that's in the video here. So enjoy this.
Oh, I am.
So I'm going to be vulnerable here.
Vulnerable.
That's why I have chat off, because really I don't want to see annoying comments. I just don't. Some people don't deserve in your presence. You know, it says avoid the devil and the devil will flee. I believe that. Because the devil's been getting really angry lately. You've been seeing him really kick up his shit lately, and it's really fucking annoying because it's like you're constantly in a spiritual battle. And I'm really tired of
I absolutely love my girl more than anything, but I just out there for breaking news, folks.
Oh, breaking news.
This is coming from the great, and I call him now the great Blackwoods. He's one of the best he's one of the best, like one of these reaction,
Rev, we don't care.
like TikTok compilation channels. He's fully on board with Jesus Christ coming back. And he is an Indian from India, not a native. I call Indians, they say that's messed. They're not Indians, they're natives. He's from India. Okay, an actual Indian. Okay, and he grew up, I guess, in a Hindu family, and he found Jesus Christ because Christ is in the Vedas. They found him there. That's wild. How's that work? Well, he's a time traveler like the Doctor. Anyway.
Little do I care about what you have to say. Here we go.
Particular thing being done to so many people on the internet.
And what did you just ask, Zaya? Zaya. Was she always this big, or did she lose weight? I can't find it now, but has been this. Take my comment down off the screen. Oh, okay. I'm sorry. First time catching legends. Oh, thank you. Blah, 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 blah. From India. Why members only? I don't know. I can't stand these freaks' voice either, Ella. You're not alone. It shouldn't be members only. Oh, it's turned off. Everyone can speak. Everyone has a place to talk. I don't care. Even if you guys are making fun of me or judging me in some way, trust me, I don't get offended easily.
Nah. And it's the strategy these use on other people. And I haven't been seeing anything other than researching Allie Carter and the things she's going through. Because something has to be done to protect the children and find the children and it seems like nobody cares. Instead of actually listening, hey, there's children that are missing. Instead of actually hearing that, instead of that, they go off in all these random fucking dramas, and it messes up the truth. It's like these reaction channels, all they want to do is to distract that there's fucking children missing.
Okay. I feel like I did a whole video on this. Why is that still on there? I'm sorry. I'm taking it off. Exactly. You're so worried about saving all the children, but you didn't take care of your own good enough to keep them as your children. So where is this outrage for children and how poorly they're being treated? You've lost your own children. She annoys me, the word. Oh, she makes Foodie Beauty look like a saint to me. Oh, do you think what she's saying might be calculated to enrage people? Or I think it could be. I think it's stupidity. I don't think she's smart enough to troll and be this dumb. You know what I mean? Like, I think she really thinks she's onto something here and that we really give a fuck what she thinks. I don't. And I can't imagine my sons being taken from me by CPS because of my neglect and my abuse. And I never, ever cared, never did anything to get them back. But I'm going to come online with a fucking veil on my head. What is that shit? What is that? What are we wearing right now? It's so funny because they have Beetlejuice on in the other room, the new one. It's like the veil. You know, at the end of Beetlejuice, when Beetlejuice tries to marry Livia and she's got that outfit on. That's what it reminds me of. Or just a black curtain on her head. I'm not sure what look this is, but it's a new one. Got Shanny that. She's always got new looks, black lipstick. And and some very black eyeshadow. She's really looking. Imagine getting that dialed up to go live. Headpieces and all. I can't. But the outrage is just not necessary for me because you lost your kids.
Do you get it? There is children missing. And we need to do something about this. And we need to put some awareness out there or some kind of fucking shit. Something needs to be done to get these children back.
No.
To keep them safe. And not only that, but how about we start thinking about the children in the cobalt mines? And they're slaves. And they put their food in their helmets to dehumanize them. It's disgusting how they treat these children in these cobalt mines. And y'all don't think about it because y'all got phones. Y'all got computers and shit like that. Y'all use the microchip.
Excuse me, so do you. Because your little weasel of a boyfriend said in that other video, "Oh, I've got my own little setup here now." Now you mean to tell me that oh my God, I have to watch my mouth because I'm from New York and I can't control it and I need to. You're telling me that in the 3 years that they've been living there, he has been unable to find employment. He still doesn't have a job. She's never going to have a job ever. She will die unemployed. There's no way Ken's ever getting a job. So you mean to tell me it was more important for whatever donations he got to buy his little setup, and that's more important than putting money away for, I don't know, when your EBT runs out and you guys have no food and you're e-begging? Like, wouldn't you use your brain and instead of buying a setup so you can live stream that nobody cares about, wouldn't you put that money to better use? Who am I talking about? Oh yeah, the 2 idiots that ran through $750,000 in less than 2 years. What am I thinking? Dumb Ella. Of course you wouldn't do anything like that. You have phones, you have this and you have that, and so do you. You have a phone? You have a phone? What the fuck does that even mean? Jackass.
And that's where they're getting the cobalt to put in these chips.
Is she on drugs right now?
Is from these mines. Do you get it?
Yes.
Something has to be done.
750,000 and a house.
If Elon Musk really cared about slavery in the world, he would make.
So, Zaya, these two people met online. His mother passed away right as she met him, left him $750,000 and her home. He sold his home for $1 to this guy this guy G-Man that they were friends with. And he ended up redoing it really nice and selling it for a pretty nice price. And they got all salty about it when they sold it for $1 because they thought, well, we have close to $1 million. We're never going to need this old house. Just sell it for $1. They ran through that money in less than 2 years or about two years. They were broke, e-begging every single day. Do you not watch any of my videos? Now I'm starting to think that you don't. That's okay. I'm just kidding with you. But yes, $750,000 down the toilet.
All those fucking robots to replace the children in Africa and let them have, and then give them all money for all the fucking chips he's bought off their bodies and their blood. I think that would be fair, Elon.
Ooh.
But no, you get us all trapped in this internet in this drama, and you never think about what the children are going through. Like this Allie Carter mom, oh my God, that woman is so evil, what she's done to that woman. Allie Carter is such a sweet girl. She just sits in her car and sews for disabled children. So they have dress costumes. And she listens to scripture and gospel music. And you're doing that to a very sweet Christian girl who's been absolutely traumatized out of her mind. And because you saw the mother was a hater, you wanted to get that juicy goo. You wanted to get that fucking money in your fucking selfish ass pockets.
Isn't she nice?
And profit off her suffering. It's disgusting what I'm seeing. It's the same thing that has happened to me and all those little drama channels that want to talk shit about me when all I was having was fucked up moments in my life and me trying to fix it the best I fucking could.
So you thought for a third of a second that it would be a good idea to put those moments of your life that were not that pleasant on YouTube and then get mad at us who are reaction creators for reacting to it? If it was such a horrible moment in your life, why did you choose to film it and put it up on YouTube? I don't understand this mentality. Like they both complain, like they never leave us alone. They're always talking about us. They're always doing this to us. They're always doing that to us. Then don't post it. How about that? Don't post it on the internet and we wouldn't have anything to react to. Just like I will go to Ash Trevino because I'm bored of this. This is the same old shit. These two people just want to make something up so they have content because they really have nothing else going on in their lives. Neither of them work and they think this is their way to make money. Let me tell you something. I have not been monetized a long time. Maybe 5 or 6 months, maybe. You don't make a lot of money. It's not like, I don't know what she thinks like creators are making, but it's not like we're making like, thousands of dollars a month. And even like, I think that their goal is to become like, this podcast and this, these, whatever. No one's interested in anything you have to say. Nobody cares. I don't personally. Oh, thank you, Joe Murphy, for the $2. That's very nice of you. Thank you so much for the $2. So excited you're doing a live. Also, F you, Shanny. Exactly. Exactly. That is too funny. Yeah, Little Miss Dangerous. I agree. I'm just over it. Like, it's so, this part's almost over and we'll move on to Ash, but she's just so repulsive. And everything is like, she went from talking about the kids in other countries that we have to find, but somehow says, well, it happened to me. It's always somehow brought back to her and what happened to her and why it affects her so much. Unbelievable. Oh, thank you. Hold on. Damn it, I lost you. Thank you so much. Hold on, let me go up. I lost your donation, and I have to thank you for it. Thank you. I don't know how to say your name. El Matsuki. Thank you so much for the $2. I truly appreciate it. You are very much appreciated. That was very, very sweet of you. Thank you. All right. Let's get this over with. I can't stand looking at her.
Twisting it like I'm some freaking evil person. I'm not evil.
Yes, you are.
Don't believe the stereotype. I'm actually a very nice and kind person.
Really?
Yeah, I'm rough around the edges.
Yeah.
There's a reason why. Because I had to learn how to be assertive and how to voice my mind because I didn't speak until I was 4 because I was so fucking damaged in the head.
Oh my
I have
God.
borderline personality disorder. Look it up. Google it.
I have. I know all about
It says
it.
it's caused by early childhood trauma. That's between the ages of 3 and 5.
I did do a video on this because I remember her saying those exact words. Actually, I looked it up and there's absolutely zero truth to that. BPD has nothing to do with childhood. And you guys can all go Google it yourselves. That was completely made up. Completely made up by her. One has nothing to do with the other. You can get it doesn't start in childhood. It's because of your childhood. It has zero to do with your childhood. Zero. She doesn't even know about her own mental illness. That isn't odd. Does anyone else find it strange that she is on all this medication for pain, but she's got all these she's got borderline personality disorder and isn't medically treated for it? Does anyone in the chat find, hey Irene, how are you, my love? Does anyone else find that odd? Because I do, because I'm pretty sure if you have BPD, you're gonna need some medication to stabilize you, right? I mean, I could break out my DSM, we could read through it together, but I don't think you want to do that. But you are full of shit. Oh, thank you so much. Oh my God, let me share it before I lose you. Thank you so much, Games Dean 14 for the $10 donation. Never understood people who give up this significantly. I am a disabled Army vet who was addicted to heroin. Clean and employed 2 years. These two have victim fetish. Here's some cash, Ella. Thank you so much. First of all, thank you for your service. Thank you for your service. I know how I was never in the Army. I was married to someone who was, and I know how hard it is. So I give you my full respect. And as far as your addiction, I am so proud of you, and just keep going. You got this. You got this. You just take it day by day. And if you ever need me, you know where to find me. And if you don't know where to find me, I will let you know, and I will tell you privately. But if you ever need someone to talk to, if you're feeling weak, anything, reach out to me and I will talk you through it. But it sounds like you got it under control. So I am extremely proud of you. And I really appreciate the $10. Thank you. That was very, very kind of you. Back to good old Shan. Howdy, Judo.
I have a lot of blocks in my memory. I can't remember my childhood very much.
Oh, God.
I had to block it all.
That's not how that
because
works.
it's been so fucked up and disturbing. You wouldn't fucking believe. But like Allie Carter, what does the internet do? What does the internet do?
She's so gross.
They'll believe the mother instead of the child who's like, help me. This woman is trying to destroy me. And she does. And everyone's congratulating it. Yes, the drama was magnificent, and this is real people's lives.
Thank you, American
That's
Zero.
some fucked up
Thank
shit.
you.
And that's how your fucked up minds are like. Because you need the drama. On something that actually matters, and that's helping children have normal fucking lives so they don't get fucked up like us.
Like us.
I'm fucked up.
What, do you got a mouse in your pocket?
I'm fucked up. I know I'm fucked up. I've been fucked up for a very long time.
A long time.
I've been fucked up.
And you stay that way.
Because a lot of shit happened and I got zero support from anyone. I had to learn how to rely on myself.
No, that's bullshit.
When I was born and super controlled and no idea how to live my life because I was so fucking controlled.
Okay. Who the fuck was controlling her? Those people, those people that raised her, the one that was a nurse. Did you see those people? Did they seem to you guys like violent people who popped her shoulder in and out as a child to abuse her and all of these things? Because my question is, and I know you've probably all seen the video that her mom did, and then her mom and dad both made a video to clear their names because she was talking so badly about them that they had to come online and clear their names. They were lovely people, lovely. And now that they're not here anymore, now she can bash them all she wants. But all they wanted was the best for her. If they were so abusive to her as a child, then why did she move back there when her and her second husband got divorced with her kids? Because I have videos of her mom hugging her, loving her, got her hair done for her, went and bought her some new clothes to make her feel better about herself. That's an abusive mother? Oh, you don't know abuse. You don't know abuse. You have no idea what abuse is. If what I saw was who your mother was, which I fully believe that that's who she was, you were never abused. And it's an insult to those who have been abused by their parents. She is irreprehensible. I just can't stand how she talks about two people that raised her, put a roof over her head, put food in her stomach her whole life till she moved out, and now they're gone, and now she can sit here and drag their name through the mud and sleep at night. Like, I'm sorry, but if anyone here is going to hell, it's you.
So you throw someone who is super controlled out into a society that are wolves and monsters and leave her with nothing and then expect her to be like normal afterwards. I think not. I think not. That's not how life happens.
Yes, Beef Wellington.
Okay.
Irreprehensible.
Those who are traumatized will see the trauma. Simple as that. And those are the real people that I just want to thank you for listening to me. Is the real people that realize that I am real and I'm not full of shit.
Yes,
like these people always want to perpetuate. You know, ever heard of protest too much? You've been protesting me for 5 fucking years.
That's not what that means.
And my story never changed.
Wow.
Yours has. You kept moving the goalpost more and more and more because you need that money. You need that drama. You'd rather sell your soul to the devil than to actually be kind to someone. That's some fucked up shit.
Is she not disgusting?
And your audience, they're all enablers. So I don't want anything to do with enablers.
Why is she
okay?
slurring?
I value real friends who are there and they're like, dude, you're going a little bit overboard. Chill out.
She's on something. She's on something because look at her eyes and look at how she's slurring. And she's not drinking alcohol. I don't think she drinks alcohol. So what drugs do you think that she is on where she is in this condition? Does anyone look like this? Like I see some serious intoxication going on by something right now because she can't even get a word out without slurring and she can barely keep her eyes open. And what is this jackass streaming from the other room? So what is he in the kitchen and she's on her pee couch? Like, what's happening? Yeah, and yes, I said pee couch because she pees on it.
It's okay. I got you. I love you. You know, those are real fucking friends. The ones out there that just want to backbite and like show DMs
and like
just to make someone look bad. Just to make up a narrative. You can just get bent.
She's fucked up on something. I'm sorry.
I don't need people like you in my life. I don't want people like you in my life.
Good, because we ain't gonna be in your life. You have no friends.
I want people who believe in the Creator,
Oh,
who
thank you,
love the
Courtney.
Creator, who will die for the Creator,
You're very, very welcome, Courtney. Thank you for coming.
who realizes that kindness is the way to go. I want people who are peacemakers in my life,
Oh,
not seeds of Satan who walk around acting like they're
I have to thank Carrie so very. First live stream I've caught from you. I know I'm sorry, I never go live. You're a beautiful soul, Ella. Thank you so much, Carrie. And thank you for the $5 donation. That's very, very, very sweet of you. Thank you very much. And I will definitely go live more. I just need stuff to go live about, and I want to go live about things that you guys want me to talk about. And thank you, Games Dean, again for another $2. Shanny versus Beauty boxing match. Who wins? Funny, you should mention that. Okay, I'm going to tell you guys something. My husband already knows. But I decided, so okay, we're going to get a little personal for a minute. So a lot of you know that my mom passed at the end of 2024. So I have not been, I don't know who you guys have lost, like if you've ever lost somebody super close to you or not. This is the second person in my life that was a very big part of my life, probably the most important person in my life that I lost. But anyway, I forgot where I was going with this, but I'll remember. Anyway, I lost my train of thought. Oh, that's what it was. I remember. Duh. Why I paused it. So I was thinking recently about something that I could do, like a you know, like a an activity or something. And I used to ride horses back in the day, but it's $80 a week for a 30-minute lesson, and I don't need lessons on how to ride horses. I've rode horses my whole life. I just wanted to go and, rent a horse, ride it. But it was $80 a week for a lesson, and so that didn't work out. I actually still work at the place, and they still wouldn't let me ride for, like, I'll pay to ride, but some people will keep their horses there at the stalls because they can't keep them on their property, and they'll hire people to run their horse or clean their horse's stable or whatever. Anyway, long story short, I decided to go with boxing. So I have gotten my boxing gloves. I went last Wednesday for the first time. I absolutely fell in love with it. And I got myself boxing gloves and I got myself boxing shoes. And I go back this Wednesday and I'm going to film it for you so you guys can see what I'm doing and how bad I am at this. I am probably going to drive my coach insane. But yes, so Ella boxes now. It's a new thing. I just wanted to share it with you, and I have to show you a picture of my my boxing gloves. I'll put it up later when we're talking about when we're almost done. Warburg, coffee for Ella. Warburg, thank you so much for the $2. I could use that. I might make coffee right now. I just got a new coffee maker. Anyway, let's get this shiny shit over with so we can move on to Ash.
better than others when they're not.
Thank you, Warborg. Thank you so much.
They wish they were, but they're not. You get a little bit of attention and you think you're some fucking hot shit.
I don't know how to do it. I just learned how to appreciate.
Why don't you learn the lessons in California? Hollywood has humbled itself.
Oh, you're gonna.
Hollywood has humbled itself.
You're the first one who's.
Why don't you humble yourself? Because
you're the first one who's
there's
see it.
Celestial beings out in the sky.
I'm terrified.
There's fire raining down from heaven.
From heaven.
There's giant hailstones. There's earthquakes in diverse places. Volcanoes are going off. Winter is in the desert, and the desert is becoming green. Do you not see that his coming is about to be here?
This is about Jesus.
You need to get your act together. Don't have much longer left. We don't.
Okay.
We just don't have
That's
much
great.
longer left.
All right. You got anything else to say, Shannon? Because we're bored. Anyone else bored?
I hear like there's freaking.
I don't know. There's something else.
Oh, he's right. He's sitting right there.
Mark.
Okay, never
You're
mind.
good.
Ew.
You're good.
Ew.
Awesome,
Explain to
man.
me. Can someone please? I wish
It really is.
I could drop the link and let one of you up here if you want to chat with me. It's totally up to you guys. Oh, hold on. Thank you, Prime Mover, for the $5 donation. That is very kind of you, and very, very generous of you. You seem to despise these two as much as I do. The desert is becoming green. Coffee on me too. Thank you so much, Prime Mover. And yeah, she's Delulu. She is absolutely Delulu. And definitely, in my opinion, and I'm a drug counselor. I don't care what anyone says about that. I would know when someone's on something, and she is on something. And it's not gabapentin, because gabapentin does not make you do that. I mean, I was prescribed gabapentin. I hated it. It made me more like I was prescribed it for lupus, and I hated it. Like it was the worst feeling. I remember calling, I think it was my ex-husband, because he had been on it from the army, and I was like, "Did you feel this way when you took it?" And he was like, "No, not really." And I was like, "What?" Like I couldn't breathe. Like I was very winded, and I was like almost like I took like 5 Adderall or something. Like I was totally just not in my skin. It was very uncomfortable. It didn't make me sleepy or feel any kind of euphoric anything. It was very weird, and I didn't like it. But that is not what I'm seeing now. Tell me she's not on something, because nope, she doesn't normally talk like this up.
But I'm doing well on my Ozempic.
Oh, yeah, okay. Yeah, you look a lot
I'm
smaller.
doing well in life. God is blessing me abundantly, and I thank Him for it, because it's nice to have. Like,
Oh,
I
is
wish
that,
people were the way they used to be, you know?
is that what it is, Ricky Bobby?
Like,
I didn't know that.
I come from an age where they
That's
still had
crazy.
block parties.
We still have block parties.
You know, do you know what a block party is?
Yeah.
A block party is a place where neighbors all come together.
We know what
And
a
they
block
each bring
party
a dish
is.
and
What
they
is this?
eat a meal together.
Oh my God.
It's awesome.
Thank you, Courtney.
You know, I used to like go to
Courtney.
pools and stuff when I
Hold
was
on.
little. And
First of all, thank you, Courtney, for the $4.99 donation. I truly appreciate you, sweetheart. And Ella, you are truly amazing. Thank you for everything you do. Thank you so much for that. That's very, very kind of you. And I appreciate you a lot. Thank you so much. That was very generous of you, Courtney. Very, very sweet of you. And no problem. I enjoy everything. I don't do things if I don't enjoy them. If that makes any sense. Except the things I have to do. But yeah, is anyone else lost? Does everyone in the chat know what a block party is? Because we still have them here. Like Halloween, my entire neighborhood was like, we had the roads shut off, so like kids weren't like it was insane. Like my neighborhood does all that stuff. I don't know if you guys live in a neighborhood like that, but our neighborhood is very like everyone kind of depends on each other. We can go to each other for anything. I live in a great area and a great community and a great neighborhood. But yeah, we know what a block party is, Shannon. We're not stupid. What a stupid question that was. I'm sorry. Do you know what a block party is?
Like,
Oh, God.
people used to talk to each
know.
other. Like, you just see two women in the grocery store and they're just pulled aside and just talking to each other. People don't do that anymore.
Yes.
Everyone's always in their fucking phone.
No, that's not
And
true.
they're never into each other. It's like we've lost our connection.
As you sit
And
here and make a
everyone's
live stream.
depressed, and everyone's fucking crabby, and everyone's pointing fucking fingers, and everyone's questioning people over what they say, but yet they believe the fucking liars. It's like serious mental illness here, and I'm like a recovering borderline personality disorder. You know, I'm in the high stage of my life. I'm doing really good with my mental health. Shit. And seeing everyone losing their fucking mind, and I feel like I'm the only sane one, while at the same time being like, I don't trust myself because so much fucking shit has gone down in my life, and I don't want fucking shit to go down in my life anymore.
Oh.
I want fucking peace. I need peace. I really do.
Yeah.
I've been tortured so bad.
Oh, God. Really? By who?
I've been fucked with so bad, and so many tears were shed for people that don't deserve my tears.
Oh, get out of here with that. Get the hell out of here with that. You've done something for someone? What?
And I'm seeing Allie starting to go through the same fucking thing, and it makes me absolutely furious.
Okay, so for anyone in the chat who does everyone know who Allie Carter is? Does everyone know who she's talking about? Because her comparing herself to Allie Carter is so disgusting. And if you don't know Allie Carter's story, look her up and because I'm not going to put you all through it if you do know. She was very she was very, very badly abused. She was I'm trying to remember her whole situation, but let's just say that she's a victim of SA. I forget who it was that did it to her. I believe it was somebody famous. I will figure it out. But let me tell you that nothing like what happened to this Allie Carter girl happened to her. Nothing even close. Now, I will say, and I will always say, I do believe Shanny was SA'd in high school because her mother said it, and everything that came out of her mother's mouth, I believed. She did say that something happened to her when she was 16 years old, and it's horrible, and I wouldn't wish that on Shanny. I wouldn't wish that on my worst enemy. Nobody should have to go through that. So I do get that she's been SA'd, but that is nothing in comparison to what this woman that she's talking about went through. I'll see if I can find a clip while we're listening to the rest of it. Let me see if I can find it, and then I can show you that real quick.
Like, I just want to go and just, ooh, like, Chad, what the fuck was that turn? How much did they pay you? And the same with the music recording network. You turned on that girl so fast. Ain't that something? You agree with your supposed enemies. Interesting. Ain't that some Hegelian dialect shit right there?
Shut up.
That I just witnessed with my own fucking eyes.
Okay. You're a psychopath. This is. I want to find a short one so you don't have to actually sit through the whole thing. But basically, shocking truth about CPS Allie Carter's story of survival. Let's see. Okay, so I found an Allie Carter video where she kind of explains. I will show you that so you guys know what she's talking about. Because this is disgusting to me that she's even comparing herself to this. She's just such a piece of shit. I cannot. I think she's almost done, so I'll let her stop talking. Just know very horrible things happened to this poor girl, and it was terrible. Absolutely terrible. And Shanny has never been, God, Shanny hasn't been through 1/100th of the abuse and the SA and the horrific things this poor woman went through. Nothing even close. Yet she'll still make it about her. And that's why I can't stomach Shanny. No one can have it worse than she did. She had it the worst. She was the most abused. She was the most SA'd. Nobody else matters except for her. And that's why no one can stomach her.
I mean, guys, this is what they're doing in Black culture right now. They're paying people to rip other Black people up and destroy their lives purposely. It's absolutely insane and disgusting. And whoever is funding this shit, oh my God, you need to fucking stop.
Woo-hoo!
It's bullshit, and God's gonna take you down, whoever it is.
No.
Because you're hurting a lot of people, and that's not fair.
Life's not fair, Sugar Plum.
That ain't right. Do good.
Like you? Like you do?
Do good. Why do you have to cause and stir shit up?
Oh.
What the fuck was that? We were focused on the children beginning to get found.
By who?
And all this fucking shit stirred up with Allie, and it tore everyone apart. And now everyone's against each other, fighting against each other.
Exactly.
All these Black celebrities are getting involved, and these poor, African American people are being forced to take fucking sides, and it's just this is not godly. This is not godly behavior at all. You need to stop. You all say you believe in Yeshua. Stop it.
Stop it. Oh my God.
Holy shit.
Holy shit. Oh my God.
I've never seen such fucked up shit ever. This is a girl who's been sex trafficked.
That's what
and they're all rising up against her saying she's lying about being sex trafficked. And this is conveniently conveniently, this is right after all them son of a bitches went to Hollywood.
Or Ursula, RJ, from the
So who funded them to turn against Allie? I believe Allie. Because it's the least of these that are the greatest.
They're huge. Her arms are huge.
Because they're the honest ones.
She's on Ozempic, though.
So you can go put yourself all high and mighty above all else. But God,
you're right,
is going to make you the lowest ones. And you're going to feel exactly how we feel.
We feel.
Shame on you all.
Oh, really?
For doing that to that poor Girl.
Okay, so that's what it is. She was T-worded. Like, when you're driving in thick, traffic, that's what happened to her. Just use a different meaning of traffic. That's what happened to this poor girl. And when I watched plenty of interviews on her, but the things that came out of that woman's mouth, for anyone to say that she's lying, she should be she should be a novelist, because the detail that she went into of what she went through, you would have to be a genius to make up. Or like, I fully believe this happened to this girl. Who wants to come out and talk about that the way she is? If that happened to me, I would never talk about it. I'd be, I would be in such a depression. I would be so sad. And I don't know. It's heartbreaking. It's a heart. If you haven't heard about her. Oh, what happened with the Duggars? You got to tell me about that. If anybody wants to come up and talk about a topic, you're more than welcome. I'll drop the link if you want to come up. I'll put it right here. Copy. But yeah, she's disgusting to even compare herself and to say we're not believed and we're mistreated. Who's we? You don't have anything in common with that woman. You didn't get however she said it, which wrong way. What did you say? She traffic. Like, I don't even know how she said it, but it was not correct. Okay, there's a link if anybody wants to come up. You're more than welcome.
Oh, shame on you all. She's traumatized beyond belief, and that you want to traumatize her more and stir up a crowd to do it even worse to her when she survives so fucking much. What is wrong with you?
Ron! What is wrong with you?
Seriously, what is wrong with you?
You're just gonna keep repeating the same thing over and over.
My heart is broken.
I'm sure.
I was like, I can't look at Jab no more.
What?
She's just disgusting to me, man. She's fucking Judas.
Okay. Is this almost over?
You can't get like we as believers cannot backbite each other like that.
Poor Ron.
That is not the way to conduct ourselves. And Lord Jesus Christ rebuke you. I feel like Paul and I'm preaching to the fucking churches.
That's not your job, though. I don't need.
They don't fucking get it in their fucking head. Jesus is called the King of Peace. Where is your peace?
Where's yours?
Where is your peace?
What are you asking? Like, what is the
My
answer
peace?
to that?
I have my peace now.
Oh,
I found my peace.
what is it?
I love my peace.
What is it?
I cherish my peace.
Okay.
But a lot of you,
So you mean to tell me
you don't have any.
you found your peace, you lost your kids? Think about that for a second. She found her peace. She's married to a man she doesn't want to be with, but she doesn't have a choice. She lives in some old, dusty house that his uncle had as probably a spare property, probably to rent it out or make an Airbnb. Who knows? He had plans probably for that property. They've been there for almost 3 years. They have made zero, and I mean zero, progress. Neither of them work. Neither of them can take care of themselves. Whatever they got through the state, through the government, whatever. But how dare you? How dare you? I'm disgusted that she will come on here with this outrage and say, and actually act like she has any idea what that poor girl went through. It makes me sick, and this woman makes me sick. And she will be the first one bound to hell. If that is what you believe, trust me, that's exactly where you'll go. Straight to hell, where you belong. Oh, I should have done this, huh? That would have made things better.
Peace. You constantly are trying to antagonize people and lie about people and speculate on people. And you twist their words. You pull people out from their private lives and you just completely exploit them. It's so fucking gross. No one should be treated that way. That is evil. That is evil.
You're evil.
And you all call yourselves Christians.
I don't call myself anything.
Jesus is going to spit you out of his mouth. Know this.
She's so gross. She's so
I ain't
gross.
saying this because I hate you. I'm saying this because I'm warning you.
I don't need your advice.
Because God keeps his promises.
Oh, does he? Does he, Shanny?
He keeps his promises.
Fucking weirdo.
And he said it would happen. For people with arrogant, judgmental, unfair attitude.
Oh, and what would you say your attitude is? Would you say you were arrogant, obnoxious, a scammer, a liar, abused the children that you gave birth to, let them go when CPS got involved, when you all sat around a table and you all decided that it would be best for the boys to go to another home? You think that God now I don't talk about religion or politics, period. I don't ever want to offend somebody. But if let's just say that what she believes is the truth. You whatever you do in life, when you pass away, you either go to heaven or hell, and God's gonna punish all of us for giving our opinion on her. So she's allowed to make videos, say horrific things, but we're not allowed. They did an OnlyFans, which I'm still scarred by the way. I don't know if any of you saw it, but I used to I haven't done it in a while, but I used to send screenshots of it to Irate Alex just to upset him, not really upset him like as a joke, but I used to just torture him with clips from the OnlyFans because they were so terrible. And you can still find them, right? They're still findable if anyone is interested, but I wouldn't recommend it because the baby carrot, you can't even see the baby carrot. That's what's so crazy. You don't even see the baby carrot, really. Like, it's that little. It's the smallest baby carrot. Like, it was a mini baby carrot from what I saw, but it was against Shanny, so maybe I should give him a little bit more credit, but not much because it was pretty tiny, micro penis is what I like to call it. A micro penis. That's her man. How does it even reach is what I want to know. Think about it. Like, how would he reach in there? I don't even want to think about it. I'm sorry. I'm lying.
Do you really want to dishonor Jesus on the day of resurrection and be rejected by Christ? Do you really want that? You say you're Christians. Do you want to be rejected because of that? Because he will reject you for that. He will. I promise you, he will.
Ricky Bobby.
And I can only warn you so many times before it happens. And then, I told you so.
Oh, I missed that. I won't make you think about it.
That doesn't have to happen.
I won't make you
can repent from your evil deeds. That doesn't have to happen. These fires are only going to get worse if you don't repent. And let's not forget the earthquake that's about to happen off California. And the big earthquake that's going to happen in Ethiopia. Let's not forget that. Do you know what Ethiopia is? The Ark of the Covenant is in Ethiopia. I hope you know that. Do you know that? You should know that.
Oh yes, Nicole, I do know about that.
I mean, my
Oh.
girl has views on things. I love it. You know.
Oh God.
I am a student of Ron Wyatt, if you want to call it that, and they called the man nuts. I think they're full of shit that he's nuts. He said that he saw the Ark of the Covenant underneath Golgotha, the same spot that Jesus Christ was crucified. The Ark of the Covenant was there, and he found coagulated blood.
Don't care. Don't care. Don't care. Do I care?
Sacks of trash on the planet that's ever lived. And you then wonder why you have hellfire at your nipping at your feet. Are you serious? How do you not see what's going on?
Nobody cares. Not a soul cares. All right. We need to find another do you guys want to do you want me to show you the video about the woman she was talking about, or do you want me to move on to Ash Trevino? Because I'm dying too. I can't wait for you guys to meet this locale. You're going to love it. You're going to love it. If you haven't found Ash Trevino yet, you're about to be introduced to her and her horrific behavior. Let me find it. No, Etsy, not right now. I'm busy. Okay. Let me find it. Oh boy. I don't want to use this guy's video, but let me just see what happens when I put this in. I don't want to Ash Trevino. Okay. I don't want anyone to get upset I'm using their channel. I mean their video. I wish I could find one that would just tell it all, but then I'm kind of stealing all of their content. I don't want to do that. But it's got you have to hear the whole story to get it. So let's see if we can. My little bugger is coughing away in there. Okay. This might work. All right. All right. Now. Okay. I'm pretty sure this is Santos and he's a 19-year-old. I think it is him because this is the day she got her makeup all done professionally. But let's just see what's going on here.
I'm sorry, but when she has kids that are nearly your age, you cannot be calling her the love of your life. So I've been seeing comments all over TikTok saying, Ash Trevino, mass unfollowing. And I for real did not know who this lady was, why she became so famous, and why people hate her so much. So I did some research, and I regret it because the deeper I dove, the more brain cells I lost. She didn't go viral for posting content, but instead for doing live streams where she's a complete disaster. From what I've gathered, to put it simply, Ashley, more like Trashly Trevino, is a nightmare of a human being. Everyone has a type, whether it be basketball guys, hockey guys, or emo guys.
Because tonight will be the night that I will fall for you.
Everyone has a specific type of person they're attracted to, and that's completely fine. But Ashley, she's got a unique type. She loves going for bad boys, and I'm not talking about Flash Thompson from Spider-Man, you know, stereotypical jock who thinks he's better than everyone.
You think you're pretty funny, don't you, freak?
Flash, it was just an accident.
My fist breaking your teeth, that's the accident.
I'm talking about real criminals. So Ashley Trevino got famous on TikTok for being known as what is an inmate hopper, and it is exactly how it sounds. She don't care if you're married, if you're in prison, she want that D.
I'm an inmate hopper, of course I am. And guess what? If your boyfriend was in prison, I'd take him too, baby.
Why is she talking like she's Miranda
Really?
Sings? Look, I get it. Not everyone in prison is a bad person. Facing life in prison for stealing $30 in candy is crazy. But the men that Ashley's been with, some of them are just straight up bad people. For example, this guy, Francisco Montero, and I'm not someone to judge a person based on their looks, but like, so him and Ashley had a relationship a few months back, and the two of them used to talk over the phone.
Babe, there's 2.3K people watching you right now.
She's so in love with herself. She's so in love with herself.
Me personally, right? If somebody else painting the picture of me, like, you don't like me. I get good vibes.
No, I don't need them to like you. I don't need them to like you, sir.
No, I don't need them to like you, sir. I don't need the 2.3K on my stream to like you because I like you, and that's all that matters.
Actually get to know me instead of somebody else painting the picture.
You actually get to know me. If somebody else painting the picture of me.
Interesting. It's interesting because she's talking to this man knowing what he did, and it wasn't stealing candy bars. This guy was charged for doing some serious criminal activity. So what did her lover do to wind up in jail? Well, let's take a look. Francisco Montero was accused of killing 13-year-old Elizabeth Juarez and 19-year-old Ivona Cortez outside an apartment building in March 2018. According to court documents, Montero's DNA and fingerprints were found on shell casings near the shooting. Oh, and it turns out it's a lot worse because he is already serving a 15-year sentence for a separate shooting death that occurred in 2017. I just
Nice
can't
guy,
believe that after
right?
knowing this is her take on it all.
I don't need them to like you, sir.
And what makes it even crazier to me is that Ashley is a mother of 2 daughters, one of which is 13 years old, yet she is completely fine developing a relationship with this man. Even Ashley's daughters are embarrassed by their mother's strange thirst. So just for context, Ashley has this whole PP Nunu thing. Oh my god, I can't believe I just said that. But essentially, PP stands for Pen 15 and Nunu stands for her lady flower.
I've already seen his BP, and he's already seen my Nunu.
She was on a live stream talking about how she has seen his peepee and he has seen her Nunu, and the person she is talking about is a 19-year-old named Santos, which we will get into later on in the video because their relationship is a disturbing one. But she was on live stream being such an embarrassment that one of her daughters had to walk in and tell her to get off of live.
Yep.
You need to get off later. You're saying stuff that people don't even know.
Okay, well.
You need to get off soon, okay?
According to Ashley, and this was as of a few months ago, she has been with 30 inmates.
What? You're my 30th inmate? Did I know?
Oh my God. I didn't know it was 30. Hold on. I got a donation I have to shout out from Samuel Weatherington. That is a beautiful name. I just turned 33 this week. Happy birthday. Everybody's tell Samuel happy birthday. When I'm 40, I'm going to have job history, a bachelor's degree, a 401k, and my own car paid for. Nothing like Jason or Shanny. That's right, Samuel, because you were obviously raised by good people or had someone instill morals and hard work into you, and that's why you are a successful person, and that's why these people that we're doing now will never be successful. To Ash, she's famous. Like in her mind, she's famous because on TikTok, she gets tons of views. She doesn't realize she's being hate watched. Nobody likes her. There's nothing to like. You'll never find an Ash Trevino video where you don't see her being absolutely atrocious. She's never nice. She's never nice to her children. She's never friendly. She's always nasty, dirty, grimy, and disgusting. And I am going to make my channel, I'm going to make her a very large piece of my channel because there's so much content on her that I have to share with you guys. You will not believe what this woman has done. So yes, she was known, I forgot to mention that before, she was known as the inmate hopper. She would go on. You know how in jail. I'm sorry if I'm not reading the chat, guys. I'm trying to pay attention to the chat and talk to you at the same time. Yes, thank you for your kindness, Samuel. It meant a lot to me. Thank you. So what was I saying? Anyway, she's just a terrible person. She treats her daughters terribly. Their father passed away. That's the one where she was singing "My baby daddy," something about her baby daddy, and then she goes, "And my baby daddy dead." Like, girl, your children watch you. Her daughter just had to come in and tell her to get off because of what she was saying about seeing his pee-pee and her seeing his new. He's 19 years old. She's talking about the 19-year-old. You see how disgusting she is? I feel bad that I'm using so much of this guy's video.
Not tell you that. You really are. I swear.
This is the 30th inmate.
That's 30 inmates? Oh my God.
You go, girl.
Why is she sharing this information like it's a flex? And the fact that you can hear her daughters in the background. So out of the 30 inmates, apparently she's married 2 of them.
I'm not with no one, just with you, but I've already married 2.
And many of these relationships have been over the phone because, you know, they're prisoners, so they're locked up. And I think a big reason why she's so attracted to inmates is because she's dealing with a whole lot of issues herself. And if these guys went out into the real world so that they could get to know the real her, they would probably and end up back in prison just so that they could escape from her. It's honestly very weird how Ashley talks about her love life. She talks about it in a way that we're supposed to feel sorry for her.
It's been hard, you know, being a prison wife is
expensive. But at the end of the day, she is the one pursuing these guys. So the Ashley dating scene got really interesting with one particular guy named Jesse because he actually served his time and got out of prison, and this is how she welcomed him out.
I get to love you. It's a promise I'm making you.
Imagine getting out of a cell and coming home to a hotel room. Bro, I cannot. The welcome home sign, the rose petals on the bed. Welcome home in a hotel room is crazy. I just find it sad that she shows more love and attention to these inmates than she does to her own kids. She didn't even raise her daughters. They're with her now, but apparently they had to grow up with her mother, so they're a grandma because of countless CPS complaints. Now, I don't know what the complaints were, but apparently Ashley used to punish her kids by pulling them by the hair.
Whenever we lived with her dad, I used to pull her by the hair because I was so mad at her. Like, I feel like he loved her more than he loved me. And so, like, I took my anger out on her.
Thanks, Mom,
and
right?
she doesn't even, like, hate me for that. Like, she doesn't even remember that.
And speaking of CPS complaints, she talks about how many CPS complaints she's had on her in the past few months like it's a flex.
And y'all are really trying to get my kids taken from me, and it's not going to happen.
Look at her.
How many CPS cases I've had on me in the last 4 months?
I feel like CPS coming to your home within only a few months should serve as a reality check. Even if CPS can't find definitive proof that she's abusing her children, that they're malnourished, it doesn't mean that she's a good parent. And like I said, I get it. Not every criminal is a bad person. But Ashley herself has said that every guy she's been with has been charged with SA.
You're with this person, he did this. Are you sure he did that? Were you there when he did it?
He got convicted of it.
Did you see him do
He's
it?
in
Well, I have a
jail.
question for you, Ashley. Did you see him not do it?
Every guy that I've dated has been with that charge. My husband has that charge.
The way she's talked about SA victims really upset a lot of people. Here's a TikTok someone made with an audio of Ashley telling SA victims not to come out years later.
If you're an adult and you're going to cry it, and you're going to come out in the public, let it be the same year that it happened. Okay? Don't wait 11 years later.
Don't get me wrong. The sooner the better. As a serial SAer, the sooner they're locked up, the less people can get hurt. But there are reasons that victims take so long, such as fear of not being believed, fear of revenge, and fear of being judged. There is a lot more. In the comments of that TikTok, we're talking about how disgusting of a person Ashley is for the way she talks about SA and the victims of it. And speaking of SA, that brings me to the final topic of this video and her most recent relationship with the 19-year-old named Santos.
There he is.
I love that name. It sounds badass. Saying a hard T, like Santos.
Santos.
I don't know. It sounds like a villain. And honestly, with what you're about to find out, he is somewhat a villain. He's also a victim in this situation, but like, let's get to it. This one is not in prison, and to my knowledge, has never been in prison. But with what I've heard about him, it's only a matter of time. So Ashley was already gaining popularity from the whole inmate hopper thing and being a gross mother, but Santos is what really took it to the next level and led to the mass unfollowing of Ashley Trevino. I'm going to show you a clip from a live she did with this 19-year-old man, but really I want to say boy, because saying man in this situation just does not feel right.
Can you wear those while, during Nunu time?
When you're right here and I'm like, hey.
Yeah.
How did it smell, Santos?
Smell like Nunu in this bitch.
Imagine scrolling on your FYP to see your mother asking someone nearly half your age.
How did it smell, Santos?
Ashley claims to be 35, but in my opinion, she looks older and definitely acts a lot younger.
Agreed.
Hey. I haven't talked to you in how many months?
And for those wondering how it smells, I don't know why you'd be wondering. Here's a clip of a song she made about her Nunu.
You want to know how it smells? Ask Santos. You know it smells well. I got Nunu. I got Nunu.
Damn, Ashley, I can't even lie. That was a certified banger. She's making it out of the jail cell with this one.
Don't hate on this duo right here. Don't hate on this.
Someone said call 911.
Look what I have charging.
He's on TikTok. You can find him.
Oh, you don't need that when you have me.
Bro, going from acknowledging that this boy is a lot younger than you to whipping out a
toy.
The more and more clips of Ashley that I watch, the more I can understand why her daughters beg her to get off live.
But I had an abortion because I didn't want to have his baby.
Oh my God.
Sad.
Hey, Daddy.
Wait, what? Did she really just go from talking about an abortion to answering this 19-year-old's phone call and calling him daddy? So things get interesting because unlike the majority of those inmate boyfriends, her and Santos actually met. So fast forward a few days and it's Christmas, the time of year where families are meant to be together, and Ashley's preparing a meal, cooking up some delicious brisket, except there's one problem. Her kids are not invited.
I am alone. My kids just left. My dad kind of picked him up. Santos is supposed to come over. I don't know if he is. He's supposed to.
So let me get this straight. You kicked your kids out of the house on Christmas Day so that you could spend time with your 19-year-old boy toy. This mother got to get her priorities straight. But with what I'm going to show you next, when I first saw it, I couldn't help but laugh.
God. That hurts.
No, wrong bitch. Like, I made this whole brisket for you, bro.
Yeah.
I knocked out in the car.
Yeah, I'll send you the link.
Bro, I fucking hate them.
You know, I would normally feel bad for someone who cooked a meal on Christmas Day and their guests didn't show. But considering the fact that she cooks a better meal for this boy than her own daughters who she kicked out of the house on Christmas Day, I just can't. I feel like I'm watching a Disney sitcom and seeing a high school love drama unfold. The way she's throwing her phone so aggressively and then immediately picking up as she gets a text from Santos. So eventually, Santos does show up on Christmas Day. He brings other girls, which is kind of a weird thing to do on Christmas Day when you're visiting your girlfriend. Anyways, they're drinking and having a good time until people on the live stream called the cops, and I'm not even sure how they know their address, but the cops did show up.
Yes. So you know, this gentleman is 19 years old. Okay. So
But he's not drinking.
I had a reason to be here.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
He's 19 years old. Nobody's going to jail. You need to be a little more aware of who's coming to your house.
Can you please tell them to quit harassing my dad?
I just find these laws weird. According to the law, Santos is too young to be having a drink, but also according to the law, it's perfectly fine for this woman who is double his age to be sleeping with him. Oh, but my bad. According to Ashley, she's a woman, which means she's the victim.
I'm tired of people saying, like, you're 35, he's 19. Okay, but at the end of the day, like, I'm a female and he's a male. Like, there's a difference, too. On that.
Look, I get it. Santos is just as gross pursuing this relationship, and he has a lot of allegations himself, with countless people accusing him of SA. But Ashley is a grown 35-year-old pursuing a relationship with a 19-year-old who would have just recently graduated from high school and is still learning how the world works. The fact that Ashley has kids nearly his age and has acknowledged the big age difference, I just can't feel bad for her. From what I understand, as of today, Ashley and Santos are no more because they recently got into an argument on live, accusing each other of SA, and Ashley even saying that she's going to involve lawyers.
That I was trying to essay him.
Hey, everyone.
I mean, you know what? At this point,
But at the end of the day, everyone involved in this whole drama, Ashley, all her boyfriends and ex-husbands and everyone, they're just all...
Hello, my loves.
Hey.
What up?
What's up? What are you guys doing? What do you want?
Chilling, listening to you.
Oh, okay. You want me to keep going?
Well, I just wanted to throw in my 2 cents, right? Because I wasn't going to be able to type as fast. So the
That's
thing
fine.
is that like, after I watched the video, like she comes across as like someone that she doesn't really look at herself like a mother. That's
Right.
why like her children look at her like a big sister
Sister.
because she don't really handle that situation like that. Now, I don't think her kids were like taken away from her, but I feel like she's the type that if she was to have a kid, once she has the kid, she dishes them off to her mom and pops.
Well, there's
And then they
no.
become the main caretakers. And she only sees them like on the weekend.
She only has them. She only got them back in her custody a couple years ago. She did.
Oh, so the custody was actually taken?
Yes.
Okay, so that's probably why that is. So like in that instance, she don't really like really handle them like they're her
Exactly.
children.
She
They're more
doesn't.
like, her little
She's
brother and
not
sister that come over on the
exact.
weekend. Yeah.
Exactly. And it's terrible. They're more mature than she is.
Yeah.
I mean, they really are. That's heartbreak. I mean, imagine that being your mother. It gets worse. Like, I don't know how many videos I sent you or how many you watched, but it gets worse. And your two little daughters, they're teenagers, but they're still little to me. They're
Yeah,
not
it's kind of
adults, are watching their mother do that. It's disgusting.
and I'm sure it's a weird scenario for them because technically like their mom is like TikTok famous. So you're getting praise from your mom being like cool until she
Right.
does something that is not cool and then everybody wants to criticize her.
Facts.
Yeah.
I completely agree with
Yeah.
that. And
Another
it's
thing with the Santos, I was wondering if Santos was a content creator because I don't think it was that like the daughter met Santos in school and she likes him and she tells her mom and
no,
the mom steals the boyfriend. I
no,
think Santos was already a content creator.
he's a TikTok creator.
So
So
it's almost as if they collabing. That's what it is. The daughter might have said, "Yo, that's my favorite TikToker. I love him. He's so cute."
she had a
And
crush
then the
on him.
mom looks at it like, "Yo, oh shit, I could get with this person and probably get subscribers and stuff from him."
And her daughter even said that she had a crush on him before she
Yeah.
ever went anywhere with Santos. Her
Ew.
daughter, yeah, she flat out said that she had the older daughter. I think they're 15 and 13.
Who does that?
A piece of trash like this woman. Like, I can't even imagine. So your daughter tells you she has a crush on this TikTok creator and you go and start dating him at 36 years old. I
I'm
could
saying,
never.
did
That's
with the
disgusting.
status that she had, did she at least introduce them? Was she at least able to meet her favorite TikToker or?
Oh, we're going to get there. Oh, yes.
Mm.
Oh, yes. Yes.
Disgusting.
Isn't it gross? I mean, she's just, the more videos I watch of her, the more she makes me sick. It's
She's a
just,
vile piece of crap.
she is exactly, Nicole. She is a vile piece of crap if I've ever met one. Disgusting. This
Who
video is
does
Ella,
that crap?
I have
Ella, could
another.
I ask you?
Disgusting.
You could ask me anything.
I wanted to ask you what's the at least what's the part about it that you may not like the most? Is it the age difference or is it the my daughter liked him and then I jumped on board?
I think the age difference is disgusting. I think that to me at 36, I would look at a 19-year-old as a child. And especially if you know anything about Santos, he's extremely immature even for a 19-year-old. So
Gotcha.
that's an issue right there. And let's say, okay, for example, let's say he was 25, okay? And her daughter had a crush on him. Well, that wouldn't work. It wouldn't work anyway because she would be too young. But imagine if, I just can't imagine my child being like, oh, I have a crush on this person, and then going after them and then rubbing it in her face. She does all of that. I'll show you all of it. It's disgusting. It's absolutely deplorable to do that to your children. And that's what bothers me the most is that she did that
It's
to her daughter.
illegal.
Yeah, it's just it's creepy. And to make that disgusting new song, and your children are watching this, and one of those kids had a crush on this kid. There isn't enough freaking TikTok morons like him that you could have picked. You had to go for the one your child liked. Such
I'm
a
saying though,
fucking
how many followers did he have? Is his clout game up to where mama said, fuck my daughter, I'm going to take the clout route and try to use this to my advantage?
I don't know. I don't know enough about
Yeah, that's the only thing I couldn't.
TikTok.
Well, I don't say I couldn't, but when I was watching it, I didn't venture off to see what Santos was about. I just
Right.
heard the part that he 19, the daughter liked him, and I'm like, I get that part. That part's fucked up. Yeah, if you like
Right.
a young guy and your mama that's older is now like trying to creep with him, but
Should
at
I
the
play
same
the
time,
one
she's a
that I
TikToker.
sent you?
You know.
The one I sent you.
That was pretty good. That was pretty good. I feel like the content creators like they almost like kind of break it down the same way, just like in their own format. So if you're
Should I
comfortable with the one
should
you
I
sent
show that
me
one?
or the one you're showing, either one. The one you sent me was good too.
The one that
And then
is showing
so
is
now
like
here's the
older.
thing. It depends on where you want to go with this. Because if you really want to talk about the Santos thing, like that same content creator that you sent me that I just sent back to you, he has a
Mhm.
newer video where he talks about just that part.
Okay.
The first one you sent me is sort of like a complete breakdown of her in general,
And
but
that's
it's like an hour and a
Repzilla.
half. Yeah.
That's Repzilla. Oh, it's an hour and a half.
Yeah, it's an hour and a half. The first one you sent me that breaks it down about her completely. Now, if you want to just do the Santos thing, it's a newer stream that he put up, and then it's like towards the back of the stream. It's only like 20 minutes, 25 minutes.
Okay. Okay. Let me find it. That might be a better option. Is
Yeah,
it
it's one
called
of those things
is
that.
it called Stop? I
Hmm.
think it's called Stop. That's the latest
I
one.
could okay, I'll just I'll grab you the link real quick and I'll just shoot it to you because I know where it's at.
This is 3 weeks ago, though.
Yeah, that's the one 3 weeks ago.
Okay.
But it's a mixture of two different people in that stream they're talking about. You got to go towards the back of the stream where
Okay.
that's where they'll be talking about Santos.
So this one is 41 minutes. Should I just let it play and go like
Nah, because in the beginning it's going to play a different. He's talking about a different locale in the beginning.
Okay, I'll skip that part.
Yeah, he's talking about Santos and Ash towards the back of that video.
Gotcha. Okay. Thank you, Zaya. I feel like I haven't done this in so long. It's insane.
Yeah, my pleasure.
Is it this one? TikTok moms appear to be absolutely evil. I think this is it.
She should be banned.
What's that?
She should be banned.
She should be banned. I don't know how she's not, to be honest, because she's disgusting. This is a hell of a locale because
What a piece of crap.
Yep. Oh, I see. This is all. Okay. There, I see her ugly face.
Vile and low life.
That's right, Nicole. You are so correct. She's terrible. I could never do anything like that. I don't have daughters, but the thought of dating a guy my daughter liked, my teenage daughter, just don't.
Isn't that illegal?
Well, he's 19 and the daughter I think is 15. So yes, it would be illegal. And of course it would never actually happen. It's just the fact that she had a crush on him and her mother did not give a shit about it. And like, why at 36?
Says, I did a thing. Somebody saying, unfortunately, I screen recorded the worst part. And if you're new to this topic, let me give you an example of who this person is. It's scary. Interestingly enough, these videos have now been deleted. Fortunately for you, they're in my video. Now I just got to go find it. Says Ash says it's okay if her minor children lie about their age so that they can be with an older man.
Like, it's like one of my kids, say Haley, for instance. She meets a guy. She likes him. She wants to do something. I ask her, how old are you? She says, I'm 18 or 17. The guy believes it.
Girl.
And then I find out, I mean, honestly, if I find out my daughter's doing something, I'm not going to sit there and call the cops. I was her age at once. I was doing it. So
that's nice.
But, more than likely, other races do that. Mexicans aren't so bad about doing that.
Oh my God.
That was her admitting that she wouldn't report a video. Also admitting that she herself was essayed in this same fashion. Keep in mind, this is a person who brings inmates home around her children. And to make matters...
Is this it, Zay? Is this the right one? Zaya?
Am I up here? Yo.
Yeah, you're up here. Is this the right one?
Yep. Yeah, that's the right one. At 2150 is when he starts going into her. But yeah, that is that not nutty? I think that's kind of fucked up that she would. I don't think that she should be promoting that to her daughter to be lying about her age.
Absolutely.
You're
not.
just
I
gonna,
didn't
you're
get
gonna
to that part
attract
yet.
way more. Yeah, you're gonna
Where
attract way
is she
more
from
guys and
anyway?
stuff.
I forget where she's from. I forget. She's Mexican, but she
Isn't she
wasn't
I
from
from
want to
Texas?
say it might be like either a Texas or a California. I think it's California,
Texas.
somewhere in
I think
California.
it's
It's
I think
Texas.
it's Texas. Yes. I
She's
think
a
it's Texas.
torta. You know what a torta is?
Oh.
No, it isn't.
It's like a name that's given to like little, and I mean this in no disrespect to these type of women, right? But it's more like the kind of short,
Sucia?
maybe short, little chubby around the waist area for Mexican girls. She's a torta.
Sucia?
How do you
Nah,
spell that?
sucia is like oh girl, you dirty.
Yeah.
And not
She's
and not
that
dirty and
also. She's-
not dirty like you need to take a bath, like dirty like you like a little hoe. That's what they mean by
Oh,
sucia.
she's both of those. Those fit both for her.
Now, should I be mad at her because she likes convicts? No, I'm sure convicts need love too, but there's a
What is
dynamic there where she wants to
sucia?
control that individual.
Right.
And by all means, you could control somebody in jail. All they want to do is hear you. Like, imagine a person in jail, they're
Exactly.
like begging to talk to you versus like
Right.
a person in real life, like, like they may not be begging to talk to you or looking for you more as consistent as you want a man to be looking for you.
Correct. And she
Yup,
knows
she's
where
a
they are at
sucia.
all times. She knows where they are. She knows that they're not out doing anything with any other woman. And she has all the control because I'm sure she sends the money.
Bingo. Yeah, yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So
That's
it's like,
exactly right. Yeah.
she's like, well, I know he's safe and I don't have to stalk him. Meanwhile, she's doing other things with other men while she's got husbands in jail. She married 2 of the inmates that she met on
And imagine the individual that's in jail, they're looking at you like, oh shit, you a TikTok star. Because in one of the
Right.
clips, she's telling the dude in jail, yo, we got like 2,000 people watching.
Right.
And the dude on the phone's like, what? Really? You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So he looking at her like she's a star. Technically, she the moneymaker. So
Right.
like if I'm behind bars, I'm happy that she's in giving me attention or putting anything on my books at this point. Like I gotta compete with all the other dudes that she's messing with behind jail.
Exactly. But that's her way of controlling because even you'll
Yeah.
see, and maybe it will be in this video, but I have other videos where she's like, Santos decides they go on their date. She thinks that this is a real thing. And he kind of, after their date just stopped talking, like not stopped talking to her, but like was making it very obvious that he was seeing other women. And all you see is her like sobbing and crying. Girl, he's 19 years old. Did
And
you
the
think
thing
he
is
was
that
going to settle down and
she's
get you
sobbing
a
for
ring?
him. Yeah, she's sobbing for him, but she doing the same thing to the guys in jail.
Facts.
Everybody clout chasing off of each other.
Yep.
You
You're
know,
absolutely
like
right.
so like
Yeah.
she got to understand that like, she can't expect anything different if you just deal with karma in itself. Karma's not going to
Mhm.
allow you to have a good relationship if you're doing shit to somebody else.
Exactly. But
It's
she
going to
doesn't get
sort of, X itself out.
She doesn't think that way though. She just I don't know if she's a narcissist or if she's very low self-esteem. Like I can't make out what her deal is or why
I
she's behaving
honestly I think the
because
numbers could get to you. The numbers could get to you. She's getting a
that's
lot of numbers. She's got like 1 million people
Yep.
subscribed, and then she can have a live stream where there's anywhere between 10,000, 12,000 people.
Exactly.
So
Tons.
that can that could play a little bit into the ego of somebody.
That's
I wouldn't doubt it.
yeah. Oh, her ego is sky high. Sky high. But I look at her and I think to myself, how? Like I know that sounds terrible, and I think like, how do you think so highly of
No, I'm
yourself?
not. No,
You're a
I'm not gonna
terrible mother.
lie. Like, she's not the worst. She's not the worst female I've ever
Hey,
seen.
she's pretty bad.
She's not the worst though. Like
Could
she
use some
alright.
ex-
But listen, there's guys that look at that, and there's guys that look at that and are attractive to her. And she knows that, and she got the clout to
Oof,
back her up.
that's true.
You know.
That is
The
very
problem
true.
is that she got to know that any man that's coming into her life, he might be looking at her as like a clout ticket versus like trying to build with her and build a family and stuff like that. And then how
Right.
can she expect to find a man that wants to do that with the type of behavior that she's displaying online? Like you're gonna attract other clout chasers such as yourself.
Right. You're
Ain't no
absolutely
good
right.
man on her TikTok talking about this is what I want to make wifey.
No,
Like, let's be
hell
for real.
hell no. He completely took all of her clout that she had and moved it over to him because he wasn't a big TikToker when she met him. she got him tons of
Yeah,
followers,
he
I'm
might be
sure.
now. He might be now. So that's
He
the move right
definitely is
there. I wouldn't
now.
even be surprised if he had a girlfriend already.
Oh, he does. He 100%
Yeah.
does.
He probably
He
let
was
her know.
on
There's some
live with her
TikTok shit.
with 2 girls. He had 2 girls the other day and was on live with Ash, and she was all upset about it. And it's like, what did you expect this 19-year-old do? Settle down and marry you? He's 19. It's just it's a crazy situation, but I just find her so repulsive the way that she behaves. It's disgusting. And I feel so bad for her kids. I should read my chat.
She's a high profile locale that has wandered into your farm. All right. So
Yes, she's in the stables.
she's in the stables. We're gonna treat her good, let her eat some of the grass.
Yep.
Every so often we're gonna come down and milk her.
Yeah, we get
Give her
once
some
in a
premium
while.
milk. Yeah,
Oh.
give her some premium milk and we good to go,
Some whole healthy milk.
Some
That's all
whole
we
healthy
need.
milk, man.
That's all we need. She's gonna do great. I can't wait. All right. Rep Zelda does an incredible job of covering her. If you guys want some more like info on her that I don't show you, go to his channel. He covers her a lot, and he does a great job of it.
Worse, listen to this.
Just because somebody has that
Appealing
charge does not mean that they were with the kid.
This says Ash defending P3DOs.
Does not mean that the kid was like 5 years old, you guys, because it could be a teenager lying about their age.
And seeing how teens are children and her daughters are 13 and 15 years old, I think there's a little bit of cause for concern there. Let me know what you think in the comment section below. But we shouldn't be surprised because this is how this woman treats her daughters.
One lip filler?
No, my lips are actually big.
They're not that big, baby.
Oh, listen to this.
Because it scares me.
Do you want lip filler?
No, my lips are actually big.
They're not that big, baby.
Imagine telling your daughter that.
They're not that big.
Yes, they are.
No, they're not.
Why are you being a hater?
Let me see.
Okay.
I'm not mad at her if she's telling her daughter that she don't look as good, but like, should kids even that age be getting fillers?
No, absolutely not. And why would you
Could that
say
be
your
considered?
daughter?
Could that be considered child abuse? Like,
I mean, it's. I don't know if it's abuse. I mean, you can.
well,
If she wanted
we're not
lip
thinking that
fillers,
she's abusing the child, but like at the same time, like to me, like if you're like under like 18, like you shouldn't be getting like tattoos or
right?
anything
But if
like
your
that,
parent
like.
allows it, they'll do it.
But the parent can't allow it. That's the thing. There's certain activities where the parent could just sign off and the person can do that.
Right.
So at the ages that they are, can she just sign off for them to get lip fillers? Like that's
I think
crazy.
She can. I'm pretty sure she can.
That's crazy.
I'm pretty sure she can. She never would because she does nothing for her daughters. She'll do it for herself. But imagine sitting there you just got lip fillers and you're admiring yourself because that's all this bitch does.
And then that's
And then
crazy because if they took custody from her, then who the hell's signing off on this? The grandparents?
She got them back, but she's only had them for like 4
Oh.
years.
So she got the custody. They just go stay with the grandparents.
Yeah.
But they're still under her custody.
Yes.
Okay. Damn, that's crazy because I would hope that the grandparents would step in there and say, no. You guys are 13, 14. You're not going to get lip fillers. You got to wait a little bit. You know what I mean?
And the daughter is saying, I don't want lip fillers. I'm happy with what I have. And she's telling her, you need them. You don't have any. Mine look better than yours.
Yeah,
Like,
no, definitely not. Definitely don't be
horrible.
suggesting that. No. Yeah.
No. And like, I could never imagine. I mean, I have boys, but I could never imagine being like, I got fillers or I got this. You should do it because you're I mean, in my eyes, my children are perfect. You know what I mean? Like when I look at my children, I see perfection. I could never imagine saying to either of them, you should really get this done. You know what I mean? You should really
What if they come to you? What if they come to you and they feel like, there's something wrong with them and the only way we could fix it is by doing this? Would you then be more open-minded?
Wait, say that again?
So when I'm looking at this situation, I would definitely not want to be the parent that's just suggesting that out of nowhere that my child didn't even know about the lip filler thing versus my daughter coming to me and saying, Dad, like, man, I feel ugly, this, that, and the third. And the only thing that can make me feel good is for me to get lip fillers.
No,
I
would say
I
no.
feel like I would look at it differently. You would still say no?
I would absolutely say no. I'd say
You would tell a girl you got to go to school, you got to look ugly with them lips. You ain't getting no lip fillers.
No, not at all. But I would say when you're 18, you can absolutely do that. But until you're 18, I'm not signing off
Yeah.
on you getting anything filled into your face at all. Because
You
I
just
think
don't know,
about,
you know?
plus at that age, like they're still growing and their bodies are changing and so much is going
Yeah.
on. I feel like putting any kind of, anything in your face that's a filler of any kind, a chemical, is
Yeah.
so dangerous to do to a child. It's dangerous. Plastic surgery always has a warning of danger to it. Like I think it was
Yeah.
Kanye West's mom who didn't Kanye West's
I think she
mom
died. Yeah, she died
passed
over
away.
she went to go have like some type of surgery or something like that and
Yeah,
ended up
like a
dying in the
mommy
surgery.
makeover, like a tummy tuck and stuff.
Yeah,
And
yeah,
she didn't come out. So there's a level of danger to any plastic surgery, even fillers. So if it was my daughter, I would say if that's what you want to do, when you're 18, you absolutely can. But until then,
yeah.
you gotta see, you gotta finish high
And shit,
school with
you're
thin
only
lips.
13, 14. Like, let your body
Right.
grow a little bit. You might get some lips in a year or two. You don't
Exactly.
know, like, you know?
Exactly. She's
Yeah.
not developing yet as a person. So let her develop, and maybe when she's 18, she doesn't want lip fillers anymore. You know what I mean? And
Yeah,
I
for
signed
sure.
off on it at 15. Like it's just, I don't think at that
And then
age,
now you just signing off for them to reverse it.
because they do have to, like, I'm pretty sure with lip fillers you have to keep doing it, right?
I have
Like
no clue.
I don't know how it works. I don't know how lip
I know
fillers work.
I know lip fillers and I know, adding some sort of depth or shape to your lips. I get it, but like, at 13, 14, like you still have time to go. Just relax. You know what I'm saying? By the time
But
you
I think
18, you can make all these decisions on your own. Until then, just think
exactly.
about them. You know what I mean? Let your body form.
Exactly. That's how I would
Yeah.
handle it.
Yeah.
All right. Let's see. Let's see what this lovely woman says. I think it's so funny when people put this this thing up, this hat and mustache thing on her, because
So
she's
that's like a TikTok feature, right? They
it
pay to put that
yeah,
on you or something?
they do it. I just think she literally looks like a little Mexican man in it.
It's funny.
They look like the same size as yours.
No, they don't.
Mom, yes, they do.
And no, they don't.
That was her body shaming her own daughter. Here's her calling her daughter ugly.
Stop taking pictures. Quit taking pictures, ugly. All right, guys. I'm taking pictures, ugly.
And recently she admitted something extremely shocking. And
Haley literally has been through like the bottom of her life. Like, I'm telling you, whenever we lived with her dad, I used to pull her by the hair because I was so mad at her. Like, I feel like he loved her more than he loved me. And so, like, I took my anger out on her. And she doesn't even, like, hate me for that. Like, she doesn't even remember that.
to go into a little bit more detail,
That's
Haley
nice.
has always had a soft heart. And, I felt bad raising her because, Hefa, I'm not going to lie, babe. Like, I was young when I raised her. My mom was her mom. And I used to, like, I don't even want to say this on live because of how I used to treat her. But, like, when she would make me mad, like, she would take off running and I would just, like, yank her by the hair and, like, pull her. And she would be like, Mom, what are you doing? But she was, like, little. And I didn't know that was, like,
you didn't
not
know
the way to treat your daughter,
You didn't know.
And so, like, my poor baby.
what does she mean? That's not a way you're supposed to treat your daughter. That's not a way you're supposed to treat anyone.
I used to do that with her because I used to be so mad at her.
Yeah,
like,
but that's more of like a big sister,
what are
little
you
sister
doing,
tactic.
Here, let me pause it.
And so I would like pull her by.
That's a what?
That pulling of the hair, that's something that you see amongst siblings.
Yeah,
Not amongst a mother. Yeah, a mother and the daughter, obviously, and you know in your mind that you're doing it because you're mad at the man. You shouldn't be
she
doing
was
that because
doing
all
it
you're
because
doing
she
is
was jealous. She was
yeah, because
jealous
she
of
thought
the
that she thought
relationship
that
with her.
she thought that the dad loved the daughter more.
Right.
You know,
So
but that's
why
your
she
issue.
would just pull her by her hair.
Yeah, nah, that's your issue with him. You got to take that up with him. You know what I'm
Right.
saying? You should be happy that that man loves the daughter as much as he does. Like, why would you be bothered by that? You know,
She's
even if you really
so
thought, man, he
vile.
loves my child more than he loves me. Like, bro, who cares? Like, that's a good
And
thing.
like,
That's not a
I
bad
just
thing.
think about, like, like you have a child with someone, even my ex-husband, like I would never, I don't know, I would never be mad if I mean, I can't imagine being angry. Like if my son had a better relationship with his father over
That's not
me,
going to make you. That's not going to bother you.
it would never bother me. No, I'd be so
Okay,
grateful
that's
that I
how it
had
should
a
be. Yeah, that's
man
how it should
that
be.
loves our child that we
Of
made
course.
together. But that
Yeah,
just shows
facts.
you how
That's
immature she is. She's so immature. It's like, when did you're 36 years old and this is what you grew.
what
I
she was
can't.
doing. Was she was taking out her frustration on the little girl, which
Right.
she shouldn't have. That's all she shouldn't have. She should
And
have
she
been able
says,
to
and
just
she doesn't
communicate with
even
him about
hate
it.
me for it. Like,
Well, she
okay.
probably never knew what you were doing because obviously she was questioning you, like, "Mom, like, why are you doing that?" Like now
Exactly.
she's gonna see a clip on the internet that's gonna explain those moments for her. And
Right.
now she's gonna know it's because the mom wasn't feeling her at that moment because she thought she was getting more love, which is crazy.
Exactly. It is crazy and it's sad. And it's sad whatever else happened to those girls in her care that we don't even know about. But she's just so mean to them. And so jealous. And she mean even jealous now. Like even with the lips thing, my lips are bigger than yours. We got fillers, bitch. Big deal. Anyone can get fillers. You look like an idiot. Look, that's her with fillers. Honey, it didn't make you look any better at all. You look like a frog.
The hair.
You were young. You were young too. No,
I was a young mom raising her, and she still loves me till this day. And so now, whenever I think about it, I'm like, bro, like I treated her like crap, and she still loves me, and she still makes videos. If you see her videos, they're like, my mom is the best mom, or like,
yeah, she posted one today of you guys in the car together.
yeah, and then she's like, this is how I see my mom, and this is how y'all see my mom. Like, my baby still sees me as like her mom that she, like, and little does
Wonder
she
if she
know
would look
that
at you
I
the
used
same if you
to
wasn't as popular.
literally like
exactly
treat her worse than what I treated Evie, because Evie was always my baby, and Haley.
But I think like as Latinas,
That's very sad because that is that young girl's only experience of what a mother is. And I want to say young watching that this is not a good example of what love is. And of course, she got backlash for this because she admitted to a BUSC, which isn't shocking considering in the deep dive video that I did on her that when we went through and broke down everything, she admitted to a felony there as well. Multiple felonies, honestly.
How did the glass break? I threw the glass. I threw the glass. I broke my phone too. My phone's broke right now. 2 days ago, me and my daughter got into it. And she didn't stay with me because she threw a chair at me and my leg is bruised.
Oh, I wonder why.
She put her hands on me. And I already had told her, stop putting your hands on me, bro. This is not the first time she's done that.
So that gives anybody new a kind of introduction to who she is. But if you want to know more, like I said, I did a local documentary.
Yeah, but that's no
deep
excuse for
dive.
the daughter.
It's,
The daughter got to
up
chill
right
with all
here.
that putting her hands
Watch
on her
it
mother.
after this video.
You
but things
think
have
that's
gotten
true,
worse,
though?
and I'm currently in the
If it
process.
is true, she got to chill though. She not, you know what I mean? Like that. I definitely don't believe in that. Like I've seen instances where, you know, people have put their hands on their moms and shit like that.
Oh,
you
yeah,
know,
no,
and I would never agree with that. You know what I mean? Like
But at
never.
the same time, Zay, you have to remember that they don't look at her as a mother. They look at her as a
Yeah.
sister. You know what I mean? Like they don't
Yeah.
look at her as that. The respect we have for our mothers, and the respect we had for our mothers
And
growing
that's
up.
what, that's what that problem is that they have
Yep.
that sibling type of relationship where, hell no, my mom could have beat me. I would have never raised my hand to my mom. I might have ran
Same.
away or something like that, like to get away from
Oh, I
getting hit.
ran.
But like,
I
I'm
ran.
not gonna meet the force back with my mother as far as putting my hands on her.
Oh
And
my
that's just
God,
me. Like I
my
know that
mother.
about myself. I would have never done that.
No, neither would I. And my mother was little and Cuban and tough as hell. And if I did anything out of line, it was like
Well,
she
what
came at me
how
full
little
force.
are we talking? How little are we talking?
Pretty
How
much
tall
my
was she?
whole life. I had the wooden spoon. I always got hit with the wooden spoon.
But how tall
I
was she?
remember
How
I
tall
was
was she in stature?
she was maybe 5 foot, maybe.
Okay, my
Maybe
mom was
4.
4'11".
I was just gonna say maybe 4'11.
Yeah, that's funny.
Little tiny woman, but
Short. Yeah,
packed a punch. She could hurt
yeah.
you if she wanted to. And I would never, of course, I would never retaliate. I would just guard myself. But if and it wasn't a lot. It's not like I'm not going to say here, and I was an abused child of any kind. I was not. My mother was wonderful. But if I did something wrong, I paid for it. And it was like, that's just how it was back then. Nowadays, kids get away with murder because they will threaten you with, I'll call CPS on you. Mom. Like the whole CPS thing, kids are using against their parents. If you don't do this for me, I'll call CPS because it's. I don't know. I just think it's definitely a sibling relationship and not a mother-daughter relationship. And she's sitting here saying, well, she doesn't hate me for pulling her hair and beating her up when she was a little baby because I was jealous. Like, why are you putting this on the internet, ma'am? Why? Do we need to know this about you? Unbelievable to me.
Yeah.
Making another huge documentary dive into this person. You won't believe there are characters like Jeffree Star and Jack Doherty. Doherty.
In the U.S., it is said as Doherty.
It wasn't that far off. Well, she ended up stealing her 15-year-old daughter's crush and taking this person out on a date. Yes, it was a teenager. He goes by Santos on TikTok. Here's him saying his alleged age.
Ash Trevino, Santos is 19. He's not 22. I had a lot of people comment on my past video that he was 19.
Oh, yeah, he lied.
And I didn't know anything about this guy. I started hearing about him when he was trying to get with Shanny Bay. But yes, he's 19. Here's proof. This is a picture from his yearbook. He just graduated. He's still a child. He has a child's face. He doesn't have a man's body. He's still a child, especially because she's 36. So a 36-year-old shouldn't be messing with a 19-year-old. And she had said that she didn't care how old he was as long as he was over 21. And obviously he's not. What's also really sad is that one of her daughters was really excited when Santos came on the live, one of the first ones, and she actually said she had a crush on him. And for her mother to just, start messing around with this guy, that's insane on her part. Now,
and here's him admitting also on a live stream.
What's your age, Santos?
I'm 19. I can box him.
So the age finally comes out. He's 19.
He's 19.
This is significant, not because of illegality. It's kind of gross, yes, but it's because he's closer in age to her 15-year-old daughter who had a crush on this guy. This is weird, but there's an incident where they had a live stream where she was showing herself to him. He was showing herself to her. It was a whole thing. One Reddit user says, IG live last night, but how embarrassing for the poor daughters. I recently saw supposedly Haley had told Ashley prior to this that she had a crush on Santos, and Ash still did this. Now, I've completely cut out her part there, so you can't see it, but you can see his reaction because she's showing inappropriate things.
What are you doing right now? You know what? Oh my goodness.
Look at this child. This is a child.
Chat, everybody go to my Instagram. Fuck the TikTok live. They're texting it.
He was a content creator, so he already had his thing going.
Oh my God, that's so sick. This is a mother.
Hold
on
one sec, Say,
bro. Apparently what happened is TikTok banned her after that because you can't be showing that stuff on there. And then they went to Instagram live stream to where they showed each other's parts in the shower. Can't go into detail because YouTube will not like that if I do that. But it was very bad. But Santos later said in a TikTok live this.
I'm trying to add Ash right now. But yeah, me and Ash, we had an intimate phone call last night. Apparently, I didn't know she was on live when I was taking a shower. I didn't care. I was just like, set my phone up and I just took a shower. Man, when you got a hold, no, I'm not gonna say too much.
Ashley's daughter later apologizing for her mother's actions. This says Ashley's daughter with a few TikToks after embarrassing live, saying, "Y'all, sorry about my mom today. I have no part in her actions. Sometimes I wish I could go back." Posting a picture of when she was younger. It says, "To when things were better." That is so sad. So just to recap, they showed themselves to the world on a live for everyone to see. Ashley later saying,
I've already seen his beepee, and he's already seen my nunu.
While Ashley's saying this, the daughter, who had her crush stolen by her mother, comes into her own mother, saying,
"Okay,
you need to get off later. You're saying stuff that people don't need to know."
Okay, well.
She doesn't care.
I don't know where the mods are.
You need to get off soon, okay?
Isn't she pretty?
At this point, she pauses it, and it looks like she's saying some really nasty things. If you guys are lip readers, what do you think she says?
I can't tell what she's saying. I tried to figure it out, but I couldn't tell either. Is anyone a good lip reader in here?
No, yeah, I tried myself. I think I rewound this like at least 10 times and I couldn't get it.
Yeah, I couldn't get one word.
So at this point, Santos and Ashley are both making jokes about this, using the soundbite from that last video I showed you to joke.
Me. Simple as that. I've already seen his beepy, and he's already seen my nunu. Okay?
Now, if you guys have seen the documentary I made on Ashley, then you know that she does not treat her daughters like daughters.
And so I'm learning to be a mom on my own and live on my own with my kids, just me and them. It's not easy. So just like a new mom, fresh mom is learning, I'm learning how to grow with my children because I've always had my parents. My mom literally helped me raise my oldest from the day she was born. And that's not no lie. Evie, I was the one with her, but my oldest, that's like my mom's other daughter. And I'm not even lying. Like I always seen her as a sister growing up. So that's why she kind of doesn't talk to me like I'm her mom because of the fact that I grew up with her like she was my little sister. And all my family would call her my little sister.
Yeah, that makes sense because there's times where I see her getting your live and then she's talking to you more like if you guys were sisters more than a mother or daughter,
Yeah, so she like talks to my parents, like those are her actual parents. And like if I get onto her and she's here, she'll call my mom, grandma come pick me up.
You see?
And my mom will come pick her up.
The grandparents are like the parents.
Like I can't get onto them or I feel like I can't, well her at least because it runs to them.
And was there like a reason for that you guys became more like sisters instead of like mother and daughter kind of thing?
To be honest, their dad was in their life. God rest his soul, because now he's passed.
Oh, God rest his soul.
When we were together, he was more in the calle all the time. So my mom would be the one, like when I first had her, we lived with my mom. So she helped me raise her. When she was like crying in the middle of the night, he wasn't home. He was out with his friends. My mom was the one who would get up with me at 2 in the morning and feed her.
One user saying, she's so full of S word. I had my kid at 19 and never felt like my parents needed to raise her. She's only 2 now. I did everything I needed to do. My parents never woke up with me. Took her to school. None of that. She's entitled and took advantage of them. I've literally only been out once by myself without the kid at a graduation party because I know it's not fair to leave her with my parents like that. She didn't want to step up to the plate to be a mom and still doesn't. There's so much more to this, and I'm going to break it down and all the logic and illogical, fallacious things to do with it in the next video I put out on this. So make sure you're subscribed, smashing that subscribe button. If you're enjoying the content, that is, only if you're enjoying the content. This locale show is pulling serious numbers. Apparently, when she went out with Santos, the teenager, she had 1.6 million viewers watching. One user saying that's crazy. She's 36 with 2 teenage kids meeting a 19-year-old boy. Other live streams reaching in the hundreds of thousands.
Holy shit!
A new apartment.
I'm telling you, she's getting numbers.
I need you guys to get there like tomorrow.
Let me go make sure Santos is okay. Yeah.
I want to emphasize on something, as I talked about earlier with Nurse Hannah. These people are not following because they're inspired by this person. This is the show. This is the entertainment to them. This is the localness. In fact, to still man my point, when she was walking into a club with Santos, there was a crowd waiting for her. At first look, it might seem like that she's a celebrity, and she really truly thinks that she is. But these girls show up and they're kind of like, look, yep, there she is. Yep, she is ugly.
La güey. Está bien feíta la güey.
Oh, that's so funny.
She is ugly.
But because of the numbers, she did live
How
streams with Jeffree
embarrassing.
Star.
How was your date the other night?
No.
Oh, why not?
That's Jeffree Star.
He's too young. No. Right now he's out buying my shoes though.
I am screaming. Do y'all want to do a 2v2 or what we all ladies doing? Yeah, we can. You want to, Ash?
Yeah.
Who else is on right now? You want to get Santos? Because Santos says he was going to get on live.
And then here's Jeffree Star finding out from everybody the type of person that Ashley is.
No idea what you guys are talking about. That's all I wanted to say for the record. I have no idea. Clearly, you guys have a lot to say in the chat. I will do my research later. Xtina, I've never heard of this person, but they have a lot to say. Oh, wow. Oh my God, that's a lot. That's heavy. Oh my God, you guys are saying some really crazy stuff in the chat. Like the
Yeah, Jeffrey, get on the train with the rest of us who don't like her.
One user saying, does Jeffree Star think he's some unproblematic angel being shocked about Ashley Trevino? Which I used to cover Jeffree Star years ago. He was involved in some really bad stuff back in the day, some terrible alleged situations. It was not good. I haven't been keeping up with him in recent times, so I don't know what he's been up to. But I definitely know that he's been problematic. Well, that's probably an understatement in the past. Trevino Garcia goes live with Jack Doherty.
I did not know who you were.
We should do a stream.
Is that what you do?
Yep. But not like TikTok that much.
See, that's how it goes down, man.
Yep.
Yeah, I didn't
That's
know
how it goes
anything
down.
you
That's probably how
before, like,
Santos
in my
went down.
comments, like,
exactly.
oh my God, is that Jack? I'm like, who's
exactly?
Tell me all about you today. Okay,
Wait, are you kidding me?
Loves you.
Queen. You live in Texas, right?
Yeah.
Okay, we're just in Texas.
My brother lives in Texas.
Yeah, I'm by Dallas.
Honestly. I think we're in Houston.
Houston.
What do you do?
Listen to what she says when he asks what she does.
What do you do?
Nothing. I literally just come on TikTok live and I battle, but it's like recently I've had a lot of views.
Why?
I don't know. Like I met Santos yesterday. I don't know if you know Santos.
I've been seeing everything.
It's a
about
mixture.
that.
She's a content creator. She's a bad mom. Like,
there's so much to go into detail. Like
Again,
I've
what's your
been working
job?
on this next deep dive into this. You guys aren't going to believe.
she better
the
learn how to
stuff
say
that
content creator.
is surrounding these situations.
I have a
It's actually
question.
mind blowing.
How
She
much?
better learn
I
how
don't
to say content creator. That's what she is, a content creator.
But
Have
that's
some
the thing
respect for
is
yourself, girl.
exactly. Call you, but is she? Would you call that content though? But like the
Yeah.
thing, I don't
Yeah,
know.
yeah, yeah. Hell yeah. If she could provide something that even we
So
start
how
talking
much
about
money
and
do
we
you
start
think
breaking
she's
down,
Yeah.
probably not to her potential. She's not making the money to her potential. Now you got to remember locales have been notorious for not being able to monetize their own
Shit, right.
localness. You know what I mean?
Right. Yeah.
It's usually it's usually the people that are covering them or talking or sort of like what we're doing. We're the ones that are really like making the money, if anything, off those people.
Right. But how much money do you think she makes with those numbers on TikTok? Because I know
It,
nothing
it
about
that's the
TikTok.
thing. Yeah, I don't know the TikTok numbers, so
I
I
don't know
couldn't
what
tell
the
you.
gifts
I know
mean.
she
I don't
was.
know.
There's a clip where she's sort of like joking, talking about she got 3,000. She don't need 3,000. Does anybody want it? So I'm thinking
Oh, I
that
did
is
see
it more than
that.
that? Yeah. So like if you take that as a parameter, then if she makes 3,000, then that's shit. So she must be making more than that.
She's got to
A
be.
month though, a month. Like, does she really live like that? Like, can you really like look at her surroundings and really see that she's really getting money? I don't think so. But that's what she's saying. So even 3,000, I think, is good money just for being a content creator.
Yeah, and she's willing to just give it away. She said, "You need
You know
to."
what I mean? All you really have to do is go live.
Yeah, it's just crazy to me. I've never streamed on TikTok. I have no idea how it
Yeah.
works.
I'm sure
But I
they have
think
different
it's
ways. Yeah, because
crazy how
and I think that's what that tapping is. So the tapping
it
is when
is.
I think when she's battling.
Yes,
Yeah, when she's
that's
battling the other person, like I think it depends on tap. So people got to hit the tap, and you gotta get them
yes.
likes. So when she
And the
does that, she needs you to tap that quick, tap it right now. You know what I
The
mean?
cops were
It's sort of
at her door, and her daughters were talking to the cops, and she was still
she
on
tapping.
TikTok.
She tapping. She trying to win. She trying to win. Fuck them kids. She trying to win. Okay. Talk to the motherfucking police. I got a battle going on right now, and I need these motherfuckers to get the tapping.
You girls take care of the police.
Please hold the police
I gotta
down. I need to
tap.
win this battle. It's her job. She, that's dedication right there.
Exactly.
I can't be mad at her dedication.
Can't hate the hustle. Don't hate the
You
hustle.
feel me? I cannot. She wants you to
No.
tap, get the tapping.
Oh my god.
And then she got another thing that she does with her hands, but I think that one is like, yo, drop them donos.
It is.
Which probably to her is like maybe buying her one of them hats or some shit, you know what I mean?
I think the galaxy is like the biggest thing you can give, and that's
I've heard that. I heard that.
Yeah, that's the biggest thing you can get because they
Yeah.
one of the videos she was in, she was asking for galaxies, and it was like
Send them galaxies, y'all.
She's pathetic, and she doesn't do anything for those kids. She's never with those kids. You know what I mean? Like
Yeah.
She never does anything with them. She doesn't take them out anywhere. She's just so hard. She's just a heartless. To say that to your child is just
It might just be the newfound fame. The newfound fame will cut some years off of your ego, and then you forget you got them motherfucking children, and you like, wait, hold on, I'm trying to chase my dreams on the TikTok.
Oh, here's a new one. Hold on.
Okay, MU says she's not gonna do Ash's makeup. MU. Okay, so the makeup artist apparently that I believe Hefa hired apparently said she was not gonna do Ash's makeup. And yeah, there was back and forth between her and Hefa. So let's see what they said.
Hi, my loves. So unfortunately, I will not be doing Ashley Trevino's makeup this evening. So I wanted to make a video letting you guys know what's up because I know we were looking forward to it. We were excited to see how it panned out, wanted to make her look beautiful and, you know, put her look, but it didn't work out that way, but not because of me. So I went through her manager, Hefa, and, you know, I had reached out to Hefa to do her.
Hefa ain't no manager. She ain't no dude. She can't even manage her own. Well, no.
Her makeup because she lives in Jersey. She's on the other side of Jersey. She's north, I'm south, but still to set something up. She suggested to do Ashley since she was going to be in town. Sure, no problem. Like I was like, okay. Although I was a little hesitant, I'm not gonna lie. I've been doing makeup for 16 years. I've created.
Yo, send me the. Said tag me or send it on Discord, please.
A really good name and reputation for myself. So I wasn't really 100% sure how it was going to work out.
Sorry. I'm not interested in her makeup. I don't give a fuck.
Yeah, I think I've seen her on some of the streams too. I think they'd be like side by side or screen sharing or some shit.
TikTok
Hold
from
on, babe,
Texas. But before TikTok, obviously, Ashley had her own entire.
What did you say?
That I was saying that female, I've seen her on some of the like the clips and stuff. I think they're like side by side and shit. You know what I mean?
Oh, that's the same
collaborating
girl?
on. Yeah, I think so. Yeah.
Is it the Hefa
So maybe
girl?
maybe at some point, you know, that's what she pitches to her that she could help manage her or something.
Maybe, but like if you've seen the girl, she's a doo-doo. She got 3 brain
Damn,
cells.
what's this? What do you have on screen now? What is that?
This is a new video just because I don't want to hear about anyone's makeup. It's the story
But
behind the
that's
worst
Ash right
mother.
there?
Yeah.
You think you really think she's ugly?
Hell yeah, I do.
Okay. I don't think she's the worst still. Like
She's not the worst.
She's
Not
yeah.
Yes, there's definitely worse, but she's definitely not. She just looks like a frog to me. All I see is a frog. I don't. In this picture, she doesn't look terrible. I think this is a very old picture, though. I think this was like 10 years ago.
Damn. I was gonna say, yeah, she look kind of younger in that one, but obviously she is.
She is, and I don't know what she's got in her hand that's blurred out. It looks like flowers, but
This would have been what? Because she's like in her 30s, ain't she? Or is she older than that? I think she had them kids young.
she did. She definitely seems like the type that would have, like, you know what I mean? Like, oh, I got pregnant and I'm young, so here,
Yeah.
mom and dad, take my responsibility.
Hell no, bro. Are you happy to have had two boys and not like no girls?
What's that?
Are you happy like that you had 2 boys? Did you ever want to have a girl as far as
Oh,
like
I
children?
wanted a girl more than anything. Like, I was
Okay.
devastated.
From the
when-
beginning or after you had the boys?
From the beginning, I always wanted
Okay.
a girl, but I'm so happy that I got boys. I'm so
Yeah.
grateful because they're great. You know what I mean?
Definitely team boys. Boys are the best.
They are the best. Like, my oldest son
You
is
know?
amazing, and my little one is a little old soul, and he's a riot. And when I look at mothers of daughters and how hard it is to raise them, because I know at 16 I was a wild child, and
Yeah.
I feel bad. I was sneaking out and doing all kinds of crazy.
You
But
know?
I was like,
it's already a job. It's
schools.
already a job. It's already a job protecting you. and then you're adding in defiance.
Exactly.
So like, come
Exactly.
on, man. Yeah, it's
Right.
only a matter of time before something happens. So that's why
Right.
I've always been happy that I never had a girl.
Yeah.
As much as it's a
Now that I
great
have,
thought, I think me being the father of a young lady, like I probably wouldn't. I don't know if I would have been stricter, or I don't know if it would have drove me more crazy.
are you
Like,
kidding? You would have been the strictest father on the
you
planet if
feel
you had a
me?
girl.
And then
Yes.
that never helps, because the stricter I get, the more it's pushing the child to be defiant.
Yep. That's
I think
exactly what happened.
it's just a weird dynamic right there with like a girl versus like a boy. I feel like a boy is much easier.
Yes, I
I don't got to
completely
worry
agree.
about.
No,
Yeah.
you don't. My best friend, like my childhood best friend from we were 3 when we met. She was an only child, and her parents doted on her, and they, everything was about
Yeah.
her. And she rebelled like nothing I've ever seen. Like she was doing things. It started in middle school and high
Yeah.
school that I was like, I won't say her name, but I was like, what are you like? Why are you doing these things? What happened to you? And it's because her parents literally just kept her in this bubble her whole life. And the second she got out of it, she was like, I'm doing everything. She was having
Yeah.
sex young. She was just doing things that we didn't do. You know what I mean? Like at
Yeah.
ever in our lives. And now all of a sudden she was this person that was doing these things that I couldn't believe. But that's because of what her parents did. And I mean, I'm sure they didn't do it to be mean. It came out of love, but they protected her to such a place
Yeah.
that she had no freedom to do anything. So she completely rebelled, and she
Yeah.
ended up getting, it was a mess, but anyway.
No, it sucks.
Um,
It definitely sucks. And I'd much rather have my son come home and tell me, Dad, I got a girl pregnant, versus a daughter come home and tell me, Dad, I'm pregnant.
yes, that would
What
be
does that mean? What does that mean? Does that mean that you have found like the man of your dreams and he's going to take care of you? Most times not. It means that you're probably going to come back here.
Yep.
You probably at some point going to try to bring that bum ass dude with you.
Yep.
And now like you done left the home and bring back two extra individuals.
It's funny because my son's never had a girlfriend before, but he met one on Fortnite, and she lives in England. And I was like,
You told me about that. The
praise the
international
Lord.
love.
Yes. And I love her.
Because it's the best of both worlds. The best of both worlds. Because technically she just, for their relationship to grow, he just has to be at the computer.
Exactly.
He doesn't have to leave the house, technically.
Nope. And they sleep on
Yeah.
FaceTime with each other. They put FaceTime on and they sleep next to each other every night. It's
There
so
you go.
cute.
Let him
But
rock out.
I'm so happy that she's nowhere around because I don't have to
Yeah.
worry about
Keep his ass in the house. You don't got to worry
any
about nothing.
pregnancies.
Nothing.
No teen pregnancies.
Nothing whatsoever. That's amazing.
So if you guys want, because I can see that I don't know. Do you guys want me to continue with this one, or do you want me to do something else?
They're not liking Ash, man. Can you do a poll from your side? I don't know I don't know what you have access to.
I don't know.
Do they like Ash? Do they like you talking about Ash?
Well, let me ask them. You can put a 1 in the chat.
I wonder how often she's wilding out though. Like, is this something that she wilding out every day? We got to be on the lookout. Is she like Lisa Richards?
Yes. Oh my God, Lisa Richards.
Lisa's
Why
crazy.
did we never do Lisa Richards? Is she still around?
Because it's the same thing. It's just the same little whiny voice. Oh my God, I need help.
Make PayPal.
Like,
XOXO
come on. Yo, one time I think her neighbor caught her outside and embarrassed her on the live.
I'm sure. She
That shit
embarrasses
crazy.
herself. I mean, but you're right. It's the same exact thing. She
Yeah, it's the
doesn't
same thing
care
over and over again.
about her audience. She doesn't
Yeah,
converse with
it's
anyone.
just e-bagging. It really is just e-bagging. You're gonna get e-bagging regardless. But like,
right.
You tell me some stories about yourself, man. Tell me what you're going through. You know what I mean?
Right. Maybe then I'll help you. But we all know you just want it for the rugs, not
Create
for
some
the
conversation, and maybe I'll throw you $2 or something.
And then people start to like you, and then they're more prompt to give you some money. When you're
shit is begging from the minute it hits the line to the minute it ends.
she doesn't talk about anything else.
Nothing.
So
and she telling you that she got deserted somewhere. All of a sudden today she's deserted somewhere and she got to get to somewhere else.
Or she's going to rehab tomorrow, but it never actually
it.
goes. Like, and
Stop
she's another one who had a child. I think she only had one child. She lost that child. Like these women are just out here putting all their junk out there, everything out there.
The internet's a crazy place. The internet's a crazy place.
It's It's a very scary place. But if you guys want me to change, if you're not interested in Ashley, put a 1 in the chat and I won't cover her anymore. If you do want me to keep covering her and keep watching this, then put a 2 in. It's up to you guys. You're the bosses. I'm just the
You're the commentator.
So you want to move on to something else?
Who, me?
What did I say? 2? What did I say? 1 for Ash and 2.
One to stop watching this and 2 to continue.
Okay, so let's continue.
Yeah.
Okay.
A life. For example, in 2009 and the early 2010s, Ashley had 2 children, and these 2 children, as you can probably imagine, will come into this story quite a lot, as they have been the subject to a lot of controversy that Ashley has gotten herself involved with over the years. But moving away from that, we need to quickly mention the father of those children, and that is a man named Israel. Now, before they had children and before all of the social media shenanigans, Israel and Ashley were childhood sweethearts, and they met at high school. But sadly, Israel and Ashley were no longer together in 2015. As you can see, Ashley posted, "My high school sweetheart, but now soon to be my ex-husband. I always cared about him, and he don't even know that." And then in 2017, Ashley went on to confirm their divorce by stating, "My divorce was finally finalized after 9 years of marriage." Now, I should just say I am not just needlessly e-stalking this woman. There is a lot of reasons to why we're going through this, and they will kind of show themselves towards the later parts of this video. So yes, in 2015, Ashley was a single mother working a job in a hotel, which seemingly was actually going very well for her. As Ashley said, she loved her time working at the said hotel. It's honestly a pretty humble beginning, and it does come down to the thing that I mentioned earlier of a lot of people out there before social media are relatively normal individuals that will have, the same sort of issues that we all go through. Divorce, having kids. That's not an issue, but it's something that a lot of people go through. But then in 2016, I noticed something which you could consider the first red flag, which will definitely play into a lot of the things that we'll speak about in this video. You see, newly single Ashley made a post on Facebook in 2016 stating that she is job hunting, and if anyone knows any positions to let her know, and someone then made a comment asking if she would like to come work in a prison, in a count room, keeping up with the inmates and their housing. Only catch is working for the state, and you get paid once a month. And then Ashley promptly responded with, "Really? Are they hiring?" And yes, if you know anything about this situation or Ashley Trevino in general, you will know that this is probably the biggest red flag that Ashley had in her past prior to social media. Because to cut a long story short, on social media nowadays, Ashley is known as the inmates hopper, which again we will explain as we go further down this chronological timeline. But getting back to it, with Ashley's divorce finally settled and Ashley deciding to get back into
watching
the
all
dating
them inmates
world,
coming through there and saying, "Damn, this niggas is hot."
Ashley announced that she was happy and in a new relationship. As you can see in this Snapchat that she posted on Instagram, OMG, it's official. He asked and I said yes. Haven't dated in 2 years, and I'm so blessed and happy to see where this road takes us. I have an amazing boyfriend. And then she says he treats the kids well, and that he is 30 and so sweet, and that she has finally found her king. And then very shortly after this, Ashley even got his name tattooed.
What a moron.
Yes, it was an absolutely beautiful love story that you would only get in a Hollywood rom-com, and it was blossoming.
Yeah, I'm getting your name
through
tattooed
Ashley's
right
social
here.
media until Ashley then shortly announced that they had actually broken up in early 2018. And this again is a little bit of a red flag to the controversies that we will get into in the later section of this video, because it kind of represents to us that Ashley is a bit of an unhinged individual. She's willing to get into a relationship, immediately introduce her kids to that individual, and also get the name of that said individual tattooed on her own body. That tattoo is more likely going to be there for the rest of her life. And again, to cut a long story short, this won't be the final time that Ashley gets an individual that she's known for a very short space of time tattooed on her body. And with that, we then need to go back to the nickname that I mentioned earlier, which of course is the inmate. And I think now we've gone through the micro details of Ashley pre-social media, it's time to get into an understanding of why everybody on social media now knows this person as the inmate hopper. So yes, the phrase the inmate hopper is something you will see quite a lot if you just search Ashley Trevino's name in your YouTube section bar or TikTok or Instagram. You'll have videos come up titled such as Ashley Trevino, TikTok's degenerate inmate hopper is dangerous. Ashley Trevino keeps getting worse, the inmate hopper. So I guess the question is, after I've said it about 50 times at this point, is, well, why is she known as the inmate hopper? Well, for that, we kind of need to define what this phrase actually means, and the short explanation is pretty much somebody who seems to have a bit of an obsession with dating people who are incarcerated, people that are in prison cells. Ashley is well known as someone that jumps between relationships with individuals who are in prison. And up till this point in 2024, Ashley has made rogue claims such as she has been in relationships with over 25 plus prisoners.
But last time I checked, so Jesse was number, I think he was like 20,
Mason
20 something, like 25 maybe. And I've only talked to one more after him, so probably 26 in the last 5 years.
That is a lot.
That's like 5 a year.
Then they
Damn.
say, well, that's her rage baiting for social media clout.
5 a year, 2 months
I
each.
want to go back to what I mentioned earlier of this video
She
isn't
married
somebody
2 of
who's had their
them.
minds just completely rotted by the algorithm. Yes, I absolutely do believe that has happened here and there and very much contributed to Ashley doing a lot of obscene things, but I can confirm Ashley's love for prisoners is something that goes back before TikTok. You see, in 2019, Ashley made a post on her Instagram yet again stating that she will be getting married to a man in prison. The original caption stating, life has us in different paths, but just know he makes me happy and he's asked me to marry him, and I said yes. Future Mrs. Gonzalez. And then she attached an even more in-depth description of her relationship, stating, for those of y'all that know, y'all know, lol. And for those who don't know, now y'all do. People are going to judge us, but like we say, through what y'all think. I have been here for him and plan on to continue that through the us. Yes, he is away from me, but these years will go by so fast and I cannot wait to become Mrs. Gonzalez. If you don't like us being together, then feel free to delete me, but he wanted me to let everyone know he is mine and I am his. And for those of y'all that don't know, he asked me to marry him and got the blessings we needed to move forward with that. By the way, don't let those hate letters think it's gonna stop us. So yeah, on public record, this is seemingly the first event of Ashley dating someone from a prison, but honestly, I don't really have any doubts in my mind with what I've researched and what we're gonna get into in the later parts of this video, that Ashley more likely has dated someone previously to 2019 who was in prison, but this is the current only available piece of evidence of Ashley dating somebody in the first part of this timeline from a jail. And something that you can note here is that she mentions that she was receiving hate letters for their relationship. And again, this was prior to social media, but it was clear even back in 2019, Ashley Trevino was making, I guess, waves for dating inmates. And yes, this is, I guess, to get the nickname of the inmates hopper. And this is sadly just the beginning of an absolute just rabbit hole of pure and utter insanity. A few days after she announced her engagement to this prisoner, Ashley posted proudly about being a prison wife, stating her relationship is based on letters, time-restricted phone calls, and visits that are far and in between. I am judged for staying with a man that I could never imagine leaving. I go to bed alone every night and hold it down on the outside until he comes home. I never know when he will be involved in a riot or moved away from me. Despite all of this, he is worth the wait. A little spoiler for everybody. He definitely wasn't worth the wait. Now, the man's name in question here is Isaiah, and I apologize if I'm mispronouncing that, but what makes this really crazy in particular is only a few months
shit, I
after
thought he
meeting
said my
Isaiah,
name. I was like,
she
what the
brought her
fuck?
two
No, no.
daughters
How
that
am I
mentioned
involved?
earlier
Isaiah.
to meet this man. But what makes it even weirder is he describes him as their father, which is obviously an incredibly disturbing thing to do, considering, well, he isn't their father. And there is something more serious that we're about to get into, but I do just want to say, as someone that comes from a divorced family, I do want to say that it is incredibly frustrating when a parent, or when you see a parent divorce from each other and then they get with somebody else, they may marry somebody else, and they try to convince the kid to then call that person mum or dad. To me
Yeah, that's
personally,
fucked up.
I always just feel very
That's not right.
uncomfortable when they say that.
Yeah, that's not right
Now,
at
if
all.
you have a stepfather or a stepmother that you call mum or dad, that is totally your decision. And I completely understand why some people would do that. But if you're a parent and you are basically begging your kids to call your new loved one mum or dad,
She's
that
a
is an
sicko,
incredibly
man.
uncomfortable and, in my opinion, inappropriate
Yeah,
thing
that's
to
fucked
do,
up.
and also
That's
very
disgusting.
disrespectful to do the
And to
original
your
father.
kids.
Again, if there are more reasons other than I just want you to like my new husband, I completely understand. Say if that stepfather has been in your life for a very long time and you see him as your dad, that's fine. But if it's just the mom wanting you to like their new partner or the dad wanting you to, that's just very, very weird. But as I said, things only get more serious from here. Because when you discover why Isaiah was in jail, it only makes you more shocked that after only a few months of knowing this man, she got engaged to him, but also more importantly, introduced her kids to him. Isaiah Gonzalez was sentenced to 45 years in jail in 2010 for murder and 3 other extremely
Holy
serious crimes. Now, take into consideration that she introduced this individual
Damn.
to her kids only a few months after knowing this individual, but then also remember that she is now trying to get them to call him dad. That is so unbelievably disturbing. And again, it's just the beginning of a trend of this woman seemingly just justifying or trying to sweep over extremely horrific criminal actions. And look, I understand that the prison system is extremely flawed. I know that not every single individual in prison is a bad person, but looking at this person's criminal record, you can see that these are indefensible crimes where he has taken the lives away from somebody and probably ruined the lives of multiple family members out there who have had their loved one taken from them. This is an individual who is meant to be in jail for 45 years. This person should not be meeting someone's kids after only a few months of knowing them, let alone getting them to call him dad. But also, my main confusion is she says that she's going to wait for years and years, and this is basically her kid's new dad. And I'm just confused how that works, because if this guy's going to be in jail till like 2050, how are parents' evenings going to go? Are they going to have to get the teacher to come into the prison cell? Is he going to? I don't really get how that works. But let's continue. Now, Ashley continues to make this whole thing even more weird when she posts about her new husband, stating, "Second look Saturday. Meet Isaiah. He was given a 45 sentence at 16 years old. Over the past 10 years, he has earned his GED, OSHA, Electrical Level 1, Construction Craft Skills, Construction Site Safety Core, all levels certifications." Wow, congratulations to him. I'm sure that's going to be great for him when he gets out of jail in 31 years' time, where all of those job roles have been taken by artificial intelligence.
Right? Like, what are you thinking?
I'm not saying like that's a good thing. Obviously, I don't want
Yeah,
AI
that's
to take
bugged out.
over, but
Oh my
realistically,
God.
I mean, what does this even mean to me? This guy has committed a 3 but multiple criminal actions and taken somebody's life away. So realistically, I don't care if this guy knows how to rewire a plug. Like that's not really something that I'm interested in. And honestly, the person who is no longer with us because of this man's actions, Isaiah's actions, for all we know, that man knew how to rewire a plug as well. But Ashley doesn't care about that guy. That individual isn't going to get a second look. And Isaiah is also apparently a talented artist who wants to continue his craft by opening his own business.
Thank you, Smart Mouth Mama. I love your name, by the way. So happy to catch alive. You're amazing. Thank you. You're amazing too. And thank you so much for the $2. You are very, very, very sweet. Thank you, Smart Mouth Mama. Love that name. It's a great name. It's very clever.
Once he returns to the free world. I mean, what, in 2051? Is the world even going to be here then? I mean, again, not to bring up AI and be a doomer, but like, I've seen where art is going on social media. I mean, at the end of the day, it's not looking good, to be honest with you. We need some rules and laws and regulations to come in, but I don't think that this whole art thing that this guy is wanting to do in 30 years' time is even going to be a job opportunity. Look, I hope it is, but I don't really think any of this is realistically relevant given the current trajectory, sadly, that the human race is going in. She also then states that Isaiah is pursuing additional degrees, and Isaiah believes that God will bring him home sooner than his release date, and Isaiah is ready for the day where he can get his second look. And look, that's great, you know, maybe he will get a second look, but you know who won't get their second look? The individual that I mentioned earlier.
Thank you.
The individual who Isaiah murdered. That person is never going to get a second look. His family or their family will never get a second look.
Sad.
And look, I believe in rehabilitation, but realistically, what she's saying here is just completely glossing over the serious crimes that Isaiah committed. I don't think that this is the best way to go about discussing these things. Sure, maybe she wants to discuss things like prison reform and rehabilitation and stuff like that, but realistically, what she's saying here is, oh, guys, forget about the crimes because he likes drawing pictures. It's like, great, man, great. I'm not going to mention other individuals. No, I'm not going down that line of even comparing, but there's a lot of people out there who've done bad things and they have also done creative things. It doesn't necessarily justify those things. Again, not a comparison, just saying like it's a thing. She also then went on to upload multiple videos of posting the kids calling Isaiah from home. And honestly, it is definitely one of the most bizarre things that I think I've ever seen. Because realistically, these children do not know this man outside of a jail cell. And yes, she doesn't either. But I guess I wouldn't care if the kids weren't involved here and she was just dating the man privately. But to involve the kids just makes you very, very concerned about the fact that this woman clearly isn't really thinking about her kids in the best way, in my opinion. She isn't trying to protect her kids from an individual who has committed a lot of dangerous acts. And shock surprise, on the 10th of January 2020, Ashley announced that things weren't going well, stating that she went to visit over 20 weekends straight, not missing once since she got put on the visitation list. But this weekend, I'm not going because I chose not to. Some things change, and I honestly don't know if we will ever come back from this. It's hard when you're not at fault, but I'm gonna continue to do what's needed of me and to be the best mom that I can be. Ah, yes, the best mom that you can be is introducing your children to a prisoner that you've been dating for like 2 months who has committed some very, very serious, some of the worst crimes possible. Yeah, the definition of a really good mum. And this is something that you're going to notice throughout this whole timeline of Ashley, in particular when we get onto her social media. She loves to get criticized for very serious things and then come out
She's
being
looking
like,
rough there, Zaya.
I'm going to take a step back and be a better mum, or I'm going to do what I've always done and be the best mum possible. It's like, you can't just keep using your kids as a deflection shield from the criticism that you're receiving, but sadly, she will just continue to persist in doing that throughout this entire story. And yes, of course, in October of 2020, Ashley confirmed that they were officially divorced and that she was going to fix herself back up after being broken down by someone who was supposed to love me. Yes, I too am also shocked that the guy in prison for 45 years for serious crimes was not exactly the best dude to be in a relationship
Or
with.
introduce your
I,
children
for one,
to.
am shocked that this didn't work out.
I
Now,
me
some
too.
people may
hell
be
yeah.
wondering how these two actually managed to actually meet each other, and I started to do some digging, and I found a TikTok where Ashley herself confirms that she actually met this guy before prison. It wasn't like she got the job that I mentioned earlier of working in a prison. No, in fact, apparently she met Isaiah at church when he was 9 years old.
What?
Yes, when he was 9 years old and she was 15 years old.
This is him when we first met, and this is him like when he first went. He went in at 15. He doesn't see parole until 2032, and he's been in since 2010 because he is 29 right now. He's 6 years younger than me. I knew him since he was 11. I knew him since he was 11 and I was like 15 or 16, maybe younger, because I was like 15. So he had to have been like 9 when I first met him. And they used to go to our church. So I remember telling his mom, because I always thought he was a cute little boy, you know, but I was older and I was already dating the kid's dad. So I couldn't be with him, you know. Once I got married,
Dating the kid's dad?
I used to always tell his mom, because he grew up quick. I would tell his mom, like, I'm going to be your daughter-in-law one day. I'm gonna be your daughter-in-law one day. She's like, no, you're not. My Flacco's too young for you. Well, then in 2019, I reconnected with her Flacco.
So yeah, she's kind of jumping between whether she was 15 and 16, and then she reveals that the guy was 9 years old when they met. Now, yes, the relationship they engaged in was when they were older, but you can't help but hear that and think that is an incredibly
Slevin Kolvik. I never know how to say your name, Slevin, but this is the thank you for your $2. He's the one who makes all of my AI pictures that I use.
Yeah.
He's awesome at it. So if you ever need an AI thing done, go to this dude because he does it the best, and I absolutely love every single one that he does of me, and I use them in all my videos. He's a great member of mine, and I adore him. I just had to say thank you and let everyone know if you want your AI done, go to him because he will 100% make it look great. But anyway, back to this idiot.
weird, and you can consider that predatory. I mean, what she says there.
He had to have been like 9 when I first met him. I remember telling his mom, because I always thought he was a cute little boy, but I was older and I was already dating the kid's dad, so I couldn't be with him, I would tell his mom, like, I'm gonna be your daughter-in-law one day.
I'm going to say it for what it is. I mean, it's incredibly predatory. That's exactly what it is. And this clip here, I honestly got more viral. This is a absolutely insane clip, which shows that, yes, I mean, she had her eyes on a very young person, a young kid, a child. And this is incredibly insane. And this is actually probably the first time you've seen Ashley speak. And trust me, somehow it actually is only going to get even worse from here.
God.
So yes, on top of being the TikTok inmate hopper, she's also engaged in predatory activity. And I should just confirm that her relationship with Isaiah, as I said, is no longer ongoing. I don't believe she's had any contact with him since they broke up or divorced. And you are going to see another pattern of she just seems to get married or engaged to pretty much anybody that she's had any forms of relations with for longer than 3 months. And as weird as I've described her relationship with Isaiah so far, as you just go deeper down the rabbit hole, you will just discover more and more weird things, such as she was sending 120 photos of herself to Isaiah when he was in prison. God! And look, I mean, maybe there's some reasons to why she was doing that, but honestly, 120 photos does just seem a little bit excessive. But yes, this pretty much brings us through the chronological timeline, landing into 2024.
Zay, I'm going to
Ashley
send you
started to
100
become
pictures
a
of
very
me.
well-known person on social media. So far, though, before that, you have seen that yes, this is a mother who is clearly willing to put her kids at risk. She has committed extremely concerning actions in the past on multiple occasions, and just in general, I would say that this is an example of somebody that should not be given TikTok fame.
No.
Yeah, as the internet does, it has once again made the wrong individual famous. And with that, I think it's time to actually get into Ashley's social media empire. And I'm not joking when I say that. Ashley has millions of followers now. In her first week of just posting on social media, she gained tens of thousands of followers in a matter of a few days.
I wonder
she makes
why.
thousands and thousands of dollars every single week. This is very much a TikTok empire, and we are going to go through the entire rabbit hole. So yes, we've actually established now as the inmate hopper, it's time to speak about her TikTok beginnings, and that actually starts us off with her relationship with yet again another individual, also known as Jessie. But before we get into that, I do quickly need to explain the feature, which is TikTok Live. Now imagine Twitch streams but make them 600,000 times worse. Well, you have TikTok Live. This is pretty much a live streaming platform where a large amount of people get up to shenanigans. You've probably seen a TikTok Live clip here and there, and usually it's some of the most degenerate stuff you have ever seen in your entire life. I don't know what it is with TikTok Live, but it just seems to inspire pure and utter chaos. It is like the most beautiful yet also most cursed thing I think that has ever been invented. And just something about it promotes the idea of being a complete and utter, as I said, degenerate. And
Degenerate.
Hey, so do you keep up with her TikTok, or do you just look for the clips on YouTube?
Quite a lot. It is something
I do both. I've clipped a lot off TikTok, and 'cause I don't want to take other people's content. Like I even feel funny about showing this. Like I don't want to upset any You know what I mean? So
You know what
I
you could
clip
do?
my
Like
own.
as long as it's within 6 hours, if at any point in time like you feel like you're just using too much of it, then like
Yeah.
you could shave a lot of
I
it off, right?
Yeah, definitely. I
Yeah.
think that it's better if I clip her myself and have my
Yeah.
own than to use
And I
others
think at
because
the same
I
time,
feel
like in
bad.
instances like this, if you're going to use this content, I think if I was a content creator, I would want to know that at least at some point, maybe afterwards, maybe you
Mhm.
tag them like down below,
Oh,
or you put like
100%.
or you put like the original clip or the channel or something like that. You
I'm
know?
gonna do it for Repzilla, and I'm gonna do it. I love both of these creators too.
Yeah.
They always
You're
they're
not
great.
you're not jacking their content. You're just commentating to their commentation. Their
As long
commentary.
as
You know?
that's all it is, I just don't wanna. I would hate to be. I hate people who steal other people's stuff. It's just.
Yeah,
I
it
would
just
never.
depends on
I
how
would
you
never.
use it. Like we had someone in our community that's he's I guess recording the entire streams and then putting it up. And there's a bunch of people that don't like it, you know?
Yeah, that's
Some
terrible.
people have memberships, other people have different ways that they
He got
monetize their content.
monetized.
So no, he's just ripping the entire stream and just putting it up. But he's doing it in good faith because he's trying to make it available so that they're visible. Like especially there's a lot of us that delete our content. You know what I mean?
Right.
Because we get
Yeah.
strikes and stuff like that. So like
Mhm.
I get his part that he just wants to keep us in the loop with all the stream, but at the same time you don't know how the content creator handles their content. You know,
Exactly.
I think these guys make their bread from the initial drop of what they put out.
Right. I
You
agree.
know,
I completely
like for
agree.
me, I don't like to cover people's content if it's like a day old because I feel
Right.
like you're still in that mode of getting your views.
Exactly.
Yeah,
Exactly.
and then at
Let
some
it
point when
go
I
for a
commentate
while.
to
Let
it,
them build up.
I'm
Yeah.
supposed to help you in gaining more traction, by commentating on your stuff. So
100%.
I think as long as you do that, I don't think any of them would complain.
No, I don't either, and I would never
Yeah,
not give them credit for the work that
yeah.
and the research they did. It's just I just know it because I've been watching her
Yeah.
for
And the
a
thing is that
minute now, but
sometimes we're trying to get caught up on somebody, and they are the people that we go to kind of figure out what the 411 is with the person. I'm sure
that's
now, like, because
true.
I'm following I'm following her on TikTok. I'm just waiting to see if she go live and just kind of check in,
Oh,
maybe
I
watch
have
one of
my
the lives and see what
notifications
happens.
on. I am
Do you?
if
Just
she
keep me
goes
posted if
live,
yeah.
I will check your texts.
Yeah. Just text me, let
Check
me know,
your
yo, she
text.
went live, and
Oh no, I
I'll
mean
tap
right
in
now.
and
Go check your
oh,
text now. I mean,
okay, hold on.
and you'll understand why when you read it. Anyway, let's get back to this.
Where most of her clips seem to.
Okay.
Is pretty bizarre behavior. It gets from getting the names of her partners to that actual social media handle. And again, it does just show that whilst I do think she is doing a lot of things for attention, child. And a lot of this just caused Ashley's audience to get very frustrated with her for obvious reasons, but one of the main reasons being that Ashley was simply refusing to take a pregnancy test, stating that she was scared and that she isn't going to do one. Now, at a base level, I can understand this. This sort of thing can be attributed to things like health issues where you may be worried that you've got something, but you don't want to go to the doctors in case that is actually a real reality, and now you've got to deal with that. And with pregnancies, I understand that it can be a very nerve-wracking thing to take a pregnancy. It comes back positive. But the thing is Ashley at this point of time and pretty much throughout her entire career has been known for drinking quite a lot of alcohol, which obviously is fine. She's a grown adult and she can make her own decisions.
Gets
But
white
naturally,
girl
when you think
wasted.
you're pregnant, obviously the first thought would be stop drinking, stop taking any form of substance until you find out if you're pregnant so you can protect the baby. But Ashley went on the live stream and confirmed that she's going to continue to drink until she finds out she's pregnant, despite suspecting that she's pregnant and refusing to take a pregnancy test.
I won't drink past, once I find out if I'm pregnant, I'm not drinking no more. Once I find out for sure if I'm pregnant, I'm not drinking. I am off of it for 9 months.
Now in this clip, to me,
pregnant,
what
I
she's
wouldn't be
basically saying
drinking.
here is yes, she will stop doing these things once she finds out if she's pregnant, but she hasn't stopped them yet, despite suspecting that she is supposedly pregnant.
Could you
now,
imagine?
personally, to me, I think this is an incredibly irresponsible thing,
Yeah,
as did the general
I think
audience at the
at where
time.
we're at
A
in
lot of people
life,
got
can't
very
you just get
frustrated with
tested
her.
immediately?
It only reaffirmed her locale status.
1000%. If I even
Yeah.
have
So
an
like,
inkling I'm getting a test, I'm not going to keep drinking. And then when I get around to
yeah.
getting a test, is
Because
she
then like
serious? Like she's
you're really just trying to buy time so you can keep drinking. Because if you think that there's
keep
something up,
partying.
then you
Yep.
would go, yeah, you would go right then, go get a test and say, oh shit, look, I am pregnant right here on the lot. Bang. Sometimes when they
Exactly.
run it, sometimes the thing is that they're running a script. And the
And they
script,
can play
they
that whole,
can't
well,
this
yeah, I
yeah.
drank, but yeah, I didn't know yet. That's that
Yeah, in
whole
some
thing that
instances where
bothers
people
me.
trying to push you to go get a test or something like that, they might not want to do that because it's going to show them being negative. Then they can't play the script
Exactly.
anymore.
You're right. You're
Yeah.
absolutely right. That's crazy. I don't know any woman. No woman in my life or my friends would ever like even have an inkling that they were pregnant and continue to party, ever.
Yeah.
I just.
Now
But
I don't know if I've heard correctly. I don't know if you've ever heard this, but isn't it safe for women to drink wine while being pregnant?
at the
Is that
very
a thing?
end of your
At the
pregnancy,
end.
it's safe
Okay.
to have like a glass of red wine here and there. It will not harm your child. But if you're drinking wine every day throughout your
You just throwing it
pregnancy,
back. Yeah.
yeah, when your child, like when you're late in your pregnancy and your child is developed and he's healthy or he or she's healthy, it is not major if the mom has a glass of red wine, but it can't be like an every night thing. It can't be, but a glass of wine here or there at the end is not going to do any damage to your baby. But this girl is not just drinking wine.
Yeah, no, this girl drinks beer and all types of shit.
Oh
Till,
yeah,
yeah,
she's
no.
definitely a PBA girl. And
Yeah.
she's definitely a vodka drinker and does shot after shot after shot. So
Talking about she
imagine
gonna keep
doing
going until
shots.
she find out. The fuck?
Exactly.
Girl, take your
Exactly.
ass to Walgreens, man. Stop playing.
Get yourself a test. Get the fuck out of here. I could never live with myself. Like I can't even think about it. And she's a mother. That's what's so crazy. Because she already a mother at this point? So like already being a parent, you might think you're pregnant and you don't think about that baby. Like to me, I could never.
I think she may have
But
had
I'm
a
not
very normal life, and now she's got a little, a little TikTok following
little
going.
clout. Yeah.
She think she got herself a little clout. She thinking she big shit, and I wouldn't be surprised if mentally she just, has taken a break off them kids. Let
Oh,
them go stay with their
100%.
grandparents. You know what I mean? They could come with me on the weekends. You know what I mean? But I'm going to chase my TikTok fame.
Right. You're absolutely right. I just think that I don't know how she got so much TikTok fame so fast. Like I
Sometimes it
wonder
be,
what.
sometimes it just be the I think the inmate hopper, like, I think that might have played a factor in there. I don't know if she came up with that. Sometimes it'd be people that come up with their own moniker, inmate hopper or
That's
some shit
true.
like that. And, that right there grabs attention. Motherfuckers start saying, what
Right.
inmate hopper? What's going on? And then she talking about she been with 20, then the clip is, I've been with 20, 25 inmates, 25, 30 inmates. So that alone
And
draws in people
married
to
2
then
of
watch
them.
you and then
2 of those
marry
she
2 of them. Yeah.
married. Yeah.
Yeah. Then you
She
got people watching you, nitpicking. They're finding out other stuff
imagine
about you.
Yep. You know how that works. They start looking into you, but I don't know how many followers she has, but she's got a lot.
She's got
She's
over a
got a
million.
lot. She's got over 1 million.
Over 1 million. Isn't it crazy that the normal person is like, stuck being normal while, the people that behave poorly, the people that may
Yeah.
look weird, they get
Yep.
all the attention. And then
They
little of
definitely
them
do.
know to monetize it, so they're really just getting made fun of.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly. That's unbelievable. Unbelievable. But I can't believe she has that many. 1
Yeah, that's a
million. I
lot.
can't imagine a
Yeah.
million people knowing who I
And
am.
she has over the million. I think it's 1.1, but I'll give her at least her credit for the million. She
Yeah,
got the
hell
million
yeah.
on the
Absolutely. I
TikTok,
mean,
which is
after 1
crazy because
million,
the
who cares?
TikTok can people even go live on TikTok? I heard people was talking about they couldn't go live on TikTok. It's still up. Remember, they had the little situation with the buyout
That's what they just said. They
that it
said
had to get
TikTok.
bought out. Allegedly, Trump put something towards it. I don't know all about that now.
Yeah,
But
they
TikTok is
said
not it's not totally gone, but I don't believe you could download it. if you already have it, it works. And then content creators are talking about they've had problems going live. That's what I heard.
So my oldest son is 16, and he told me that it went down for 12 hours, and Trump reversed it and put it
Mhm.
back. Which I thought Trump was the one who wanted to get rid of it because they thought China was spying on us through it, but I was incorrect because Liam was
Mm.
like, "No, it's back. It's back up." He said I couldn't
Now,
get on it
yeah.
last
So
night,
I,
but
I
now
just
I
don't think you
can.
can re-download it. I don't think you could re-download it. I think it's not in the Apple thing, the
Oh,
store.
thank becoming a member, Smart Mouth Mama. Thank you so much. I actually have something for my members that I'm going to do soon. I know I keep saying it. I definitely definitely will. Thank you so much. I am going to get off of here for now because it
Cool.
is 8:15 and I have to get my little one to bed because he has school tomorrow. But I can either come back on or we can do this again tomorrow. It's up to you guys. Whatever you guys want to do. Let me know. But I'm just going to get him bathed and in bed and done. So I'll have the rest of the night, or we could pick it up tomorrow. Whatever you guys want
Okay.
to do. What do you want to do?
Uh,
What do you want to do with me tomorrow?
yeah. If you go live tomorrow, just let me know. Are you like a set time type of person?
No, not at all. I'm very
Okay.
flexible. Yeah.
Well, yeah, just give me the heads up. Let me know when you go live, especially if you're talking about Ash. I'm gonna keep my eye
I'm
out,
going to
see
stay
if
right.
right at the
I'm
spot
going
you
to,
just left off at.
yes.
All
I'm going to
right,
stop
cool. Yeah,
right there and then I'm going to continue from there and then I'll add the clips that I clipped. So that way
all
it's
right.
not, I'm not using anyone else's content.
Yeah, I'm gonna keep an eye on her and try to catch the streams and then screen record to see if we can catch clips before they get popular.
Perfect. We're
All right,
teammates,
sweet.
eh? We're teammates.
We on
We
a
got
team. We
we
on
got this.
it. This the low cat. We got to keep her pumping milk.
Hell yeah. We are on it. Well,
That's what's
thank you
up.
all for coming to listen to us talk about this. I love all of you. Thank you all who donated. You guys are amazing and
Shout out to
I
the
love you
donators.
all. Shout out to the donators and thank
Yeah.
you for coming and listening to me ramble.
All right,
Because
later,
that's what I
y'all. Love
do.
y'all.
Love you guys. We'll talk to you soon. We'll be back either later or probably tomorrow. But I love you guys. Have a good night. You guys are the best. You guys are the best.